Yeah, I did the
like
outro. So that was the outro music, everybody.
All right. So being that it's a backwards episode, we're gonna pick beer of the night and then we're gonna drink them.
We're gonna go beer of the night and then see if we were right.
Yeah, beer of the night backwards. Yo, we should have something funny to do sometime, like the freaking Seinfeld episode that was backwards.
Yes.
That is great.
We're back, banging beers, people.
Yes, episode 145.
145.
This episode is going to be Treehouse. We have a lot of cool things we're going to cover today. We got some beer news. We got some road tripping with Rosa. There's a lot of cool things. Yeah, I'm pumped. It's going to be a good time. We have a possible giveaway thing we're going to talk about that week. We're going to go here, but we have our first show beer cracked. So if you're first time here and you're watching and you're like, what are you talking about when you're in the show description, a show beer? And then so we picked the beer tonight, but it comes down to the Treehouse beers. So whatever the main topic beers are that night, that's our lineup. And then the show beers are just beers we crack and share and kind of experience, but they're not part of the running for the beer of the night. But we do still kind of go through them. We do have Untapped. We'll go through that in a moment. Also, if you're brand new here, we do have the IWEP network, IWEPnetwork.com. You can check out the rest of our shows in our network and show them some love. Us personally, our network and shows, there's usually something going on every day of the week. Some of them are just audio only. Some of them are live, just like Banging Beers. We have something for everyone, so go support that. You can also from there check out our Patreon. Follow us on all social media. Just type in Bangin' Beers Podcast or Bangin' Beers Pod. It will show up. We do have brand new T-shirts that are out. The Lords of the Podcast beer game are here. If you know what it means, you know what it is. It is a little bit of a logo spoof. They are absolutely gorgeous. We've been teasing them for a while on the podcast, but they are officially here. We did put out, they're on TeePublic and Teespring. And then we also put on Teespring and TeePublic. You can get special pins, buttons, and magnets, which are going to be QR codes. So if you really want to spend $2, get a QR code magnet and throw it on a fucking telephone pole or a building somewhere. And then people are like, what's that QR code? They scan it, brings them right to Bangin' Beers Podcast.
And also if you like it and there's something that it's not on that you want it on.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we can do it.
Yeah. So if you see a logo on the Teespring and you're like, man, I'd like that in a thing that you have on something else, let us know. Like if you want to, if one of the ladies want a crop top hoodie,
adult diapers.
Yeah,
Thongs.
Yes.
If the ladies want a crop top hoodie, we can throw it on there. There's things we can add to it. But right now, for most of the logos, it's a T-shirt, hoodie, a sticker, and something else. But then the main logos has everything like glassware and everything like that,
and leggings and bicycle shorts.
Yeah, leggings, bike, it's all there.
Yeah.
So we want to say thank you real quick to Daniel Valinsky with the heart and the like on Facebook. It's only really showing Josie Gober with the like. I don't know why it's not showing everything. Strange. But if you are watching, hit that like and share. And I want to, before we get going here and I turn it over to Bob to read our show beer, I want to thank our Patreon subscribers who we just got a new one. Okay. So scared the shit out of me for a second there, Andy. So Patreon, we do have $1, $5. It goes all the way up to 25. Each Patreon is show themed. So there's different things. If you don't donate anything over $10, there is going to be a random drawing for you to win a T-shirt every month. Right now we have 2 people in that contest, but we want to thank Andrew Hare, Greg Reese, Heidi Blackwell, Ryan Galato from Fueled by Hops podcast, Kelly Crystal Mountain Healing, Tommy Borsrath, Tree of Life Metaphysical Shop, Brad Zalonis, Hyreth in other words, and Jay Horror. So if you do subscribe and send us a message, and if you have something you want to plug, we will do it. It is you get 1 plug a month for each show. So we have 5 shows that we personally do, and we will plug your Patreon on there. So thank you guys so much. It helps us grow. It helps pay for things like StreamYard and helps us get better equipment so we can do cool things with the network. So
since we're talking Patreon, do we want to talk about this?
Yeah. So we're going to do a Patreon giveaway.
We're going to do a Patreon giveaway. We're going to set a deadline. We'll probably figure it out either during this episode or right after it. Wrong side. Oh, I got the Yeti part.
Showing that it is a Yeti.
So I had this made when I was down at the beach this year. There's a Bangin' Beer 16-ounce can koozie. Just keep your beers nice and cold. We're gonna do a Patreon drawing for this one. So if you subscribe even at the $1 level, we will throw you in for this nice 16-ounce Yeti koozie.
Why don't we just say we'll give it? We'll do at the end of February, so it gives time people to enter.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Then So there you go. If you subscribe to our Patreon between now and the end of February, at the end of February, we're going to be doing a drawing for this sick ass Yeti Bangin' Beers. It's one of a kind original. Banging beers.
And it even got one of these fancy like fake cans in it that you can store stuff
You
in.
can put your wheat
Yep.
in there.
Yes. Yes, you can.
And what we may do as well is between now and then we may go and on our Patreon, on our thing, we can each pick a logo. We can try to order a sticker from each logo we have on the
Throw
thing,
them in there,
and
yeah.
we'll throw every sticker in there for you as well.
Or maybe we'll even just throw a beer in there too, and you can still have the weed can.
Wow. I was hoping to keep that.
We'll still give them the weed can, but maybe we'll throw
all
a
right.
bonus beer in there too.
No
Yeah.
weed in the can because it's illegal.
We can't
So
put weed in the can.
Are we going to pour the beer into the weed can?
Yes.
Put the top back on and ship it. Which,
That'd be kinda
speaking
funny,
of,
actually.
that I use that as a segue once we get our show beer out.
Yeah,
of the way.
yeah. All right, so Bob, what do we crack here for our first show beer?
All right. Tonight's show beer, Fog Hat from Fogtown Brewing of Ellsworth, Maine. It is listed as a Pilsner, comes in at 6.5% ABV. It's been logged in a total of 375 times. I have no friend check-ins. It averages a 3.54. The write-up on it goes, Maine Pilsner, 100% Maine-grown ingredients from Aroostook County, Maine. Local Pilsner malt gives this a nutty, grassy Maine terroir, and local Cascade, Mount Hood, and Centennial hops provide a bitter balance. And the flavor profile is listed as crisp, clean, bright, bread, and brilliant.
This is one I remember my brother went to Maine back in September and he brought me some beers back. So this is one that's been sitting here. This beer smells like cream corn to me.
Yep. Yeah.
But there's no corn.
No.
A little bit of the corn flavor in there, yeah.
It's good though. It's nice. It's a nice, easy drinker. It's actually a sneaky ass Pilsner, 6.5%.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty high for a Pilsner.
I'm trying to find this channel. I'm having a brain fart. It's been a long day. We just had a meeting before the podcast, so my brain's all over the place. But last night, I went into a live stream. I believe it was CPB. It's a beer podcast on YouTube, and they let me join in, and I made some cool friends and had met some new people on the YouTube side of things. We went in there with like 8 subscribers on YouTube. We did a live stream, and then one of them had to go. So I'm a StreamYard user, so I gave everyone my login, and we all kind of joined my live stream. And we had some people join in. We had some really cool people join in and talk, and we made some cool connections from people all over the place. And we talked beer and football and everything. So if you're one of the new subscribers, thank you so much for the support. We are trying to hit that goal of 1K on YouTube. We're up to 25 subscribers now, so we gained a lot from that one live stream. There is going to be more stuff coming very soon to Bangin' Beers. So not just on Sundays, you may see us pop in on a Friday or a Saturday, or I just burped and it's pure cream corn. So I just now know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's so weird because like I like this, but then there's just that weird corniness to it that it smells like cream, like you open a can of corn.
It gives it kind of like a sweet hint.
Yeah, there's like a sweetness to it. It's almost like a cream ale to me.
We got our boy Greg crushing a 6-month-old King Juju Julius to celebrate the TreeHouse Day.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Nice. Greg is we kind of gave him a call out to start the show. One of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you so much, Greg, for that donation and helping us out. And I don't know if you were here for the beginning of the episode, but we do have a giveaway for the Patreon subscribers. We have this brand new custom made Bangin' Beers Yeti 16 ounce. So we're going to go to the end of February. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, any level, $1 to $20 or $25, or if you make your own price, you are entered to win this, and we'll do a giveaway with it. And if you subscribe to anything over $10 on Patreon, you are in the running every month to win a t-shirt. It could be any show t-shirt, any size, any color. We'll get with you, whoever the winner is. But thank you once again, Greg, for being a supporter, and welcome Oliver to the stream as well. If you're drinking anything today, let us know in the chat what you're drinking. If you want to engage in the conversation, we will feed your comments in. So let's go.
All right. Next one up, Smooth Creamsicle from the legendary TreeHouse Brewing of Charlton, Massachusetts.
I didn't even check the last one. I'm talking too much.
This is listed as an American IPA. It comes in at 6.8% ABV. It's been checked in over 1,000 times, 1.1 Averages a 4.22. I have 5 friend check-ins where it averages a 3.90. This has a fairly substantial write-up. I'll just get right into that. Smooth Creamsicle is a rendition of Julius made with freeze-dried bananas and freshly sliced whole vanilla beans. It builds upon the mango and orange forward base of Julius with smoothie-like characteristics that coat the mouth with delicious flavors of vanilla, cream orange, candles, banana frappe, and tropical fruit.
Candles.
The candles.
Hey, mister, I don't think you want to drink that candle. Maybe I do.
I wonder if that wasn't a typo and they meant to say orange cream candy.
Maybe.
I
hope it's candles.
hope it's orange candles.
I ate a big red candle.
Made with simple ingredients in a judicious manner, Smooth Creamsicle is a beer we are proud to stand behind for its careful execution and exceptional outcome. Keep cold and enjoy fresh. The flavor profile is listed as creamy, vanilla, smooth, banana, and hoppy.
So we went to in Minersville. They just had a tap takeover where Trogs came to Minersville, and they had a cool little there was one of 4 events that are going on in the area that's going to serve double nugget nectar on tap unless you go to the brewery and buy cans and get tap there. It's very limited supply this year. They weren't able to make as much as they normally do because of supply demands.
Well, actually, this is the second time so last year was the first time they put out double nugget nectar, and it was a shit show of a release.
I was lucky enough to check their online store on Sunday and saw it was out early, so I ordered
in like minutes.
I think
a little more here.
I think I ordered two cases, but because I knew that I would know people that wanted it, like I didn't want to keep it for myself. I didn't want to sell and try to make a profit off of it. Like
so
some
you have
people
cans
did.
of it?
This is last year.
This was last year.
Oh, last year.
So it didn't release yet. Probably this coming week. I didn't see them post anything about a release date.
So last year there was a little snafu. I guess what the original release announcement was accidentally dated a day late.
Oh, okay.
But then they fixed it. But I guess a lot of people that saw the original announcement didn't realize it.
Yeah.
So it went on a day earlier than a lot of people thought, but Trogs handled it very, very professionally, and it was ultimately things happen. There's a lot of butthurt beer nerds out there, but Trogs really did a really professional job at fixing that. And now this year is a bigger batch, and hopefully it just keeps on going because it is fantastic.
Oh, it's so good. It drinks somehow smoother than the single.
It's 9.5%,
and it's a 9.5%. We drank a ton of them with the beer reps from Trogs. They were super cool. They gave out really cool art prints. They were giving out beer glasses. So I wanted to order this glass online, and it was sold out. And when we got to the event, they were giving it away for free. So I was like, I got my nugget nectar glass. Spoiler alert, that will be tattooed on my body soon. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's a hand crushing a hop that will be tattooed somewhere on my body. Maybe I'll get it on my neck like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Get like the
yeah.
That'd be dope. I'll say I heart nugget.
I heart nugget.
You know what's funny?
I heart nuggets. It has a double meaning.
Yeah. I made a joke that night there. I'm like, dude, I would tattoo that on me. That's a sick tattoo. Somebody tattooed it on them, and Trogs retweeted. I go, you fuck, so whoever you are, we will be tattoo brothers. I don't know exactly who you are, but I'm coming for you. We're gonna be having the same tattoo because that's definitely happened to me.
Should we all get it?
We should all get it.
Actually, a lot of Trogs label design.
I have a hop already, so I'll just have a hand at
tattoo art.
Yeah. So when Crowbot got signed, they all drew names out of a hat and got like characters that you would get like at a fair, like the Bloomsburg Fair, and they got them all drawn up. And then each person picked a name out and tattooed the other person's face on their body. So if the podcast hits like 100,000 subscribers, like some like crazy big number, we should put our names in the hat, and whoever pulls it out, we have to get their Lord photo tattooed on them. Like not big, but like little Bob with the
that.
So there's your thing. If you want to see us tattoo one of our faces on the other person's body, we have to hit 100K on YouTube. We have to get the plaque.
Oh, all right. So the whole focus of this episode today is TreeHouse, and this. I can't remember what it's called. Smooth Criminal.
The reason I brought that up with the TreeHouse is after we left Trogs, we went to Andy's house. And we had some TreeHouse beers. There was an orange creamsicle beer we had. It was a
different one though.
It was different.
Yes,
I like this one more.
Orange creamsicle Julius, I believe, is the one I had. This is better.
I do like this a lot better.
They're similar.
I think it's the bananas that do it.
Yeah, it's similar, but it's still fantastic. Like like I don't know if Julius, the name from it is because of Orange Julius and all the citrusy ones, but it tastes like a beer version of an Orange Julius to me.
Yeah.
Like the vanilla really comes through strong, the citrus. But I mean, oh God.
And it's not lactose doing that either. That's real vanilla.
Yeah, it is. It is fantastic. I mean, obviously TreeHouse is a mega brewery here. Well, not mega like in distribution, but like they're like one of those holy grail beers in the Northeast. And I talked a little bit about it last episode, but I was actually there in the end of December, and it is. I just posted some pictures up on our Instagram today from my visit there, and it is a beautiful place. Like, I really want to go back there when it's nice out because they have an amazing like outdoor seating. They have a whole huge pavilion. They have all these Adirondack chairs on a tiered like thing on the side. The live music, the woodwork in the place is amazing. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. My only gripe.
So I was gonna say, so if you're from Pennsylvania and you're like, man, I really want TreeHouse, I'm gonna drive all the way up there and sit at their bar all day and drink beers.
No. So
you can't be a Pennsylvania person and go to this brewery.
So right now at TreeHouse, you can only buy 2 drafts while you're on premises.
Yeah.
So you have to buy draft tickets through mobile, and then you go to one of the bars and you pick whatever draft that you want for that.
But you can buy as much as you want to leave.
Yeah, you can buy case upon case upon case because there's so many people walking out of there with like hand trucks full of beer, and like I'm like, that dude just spent like $4,000.
Yeah, it's one of those breweries. Like, I know people around here will drive up to like Equilibrium, or they'll drive up to Hudson Valley, or they'll drive up to Other Half, and they'll just load up with beers and come home.
Well, with the Other Half
is one of those breweries.
The
too.
Other Half thing, it's going to be a little easier soon.
Yes,
because they're taking over the old Goose Island tap room in Philly.
There's enough Goose Islands out there that you can take. Yeah.
Yeah. So Goose Island is out, and Other Half is coming in. I actually got a collab, which hopefully I can be able to save a can for an episode between Burley Oak and Other Half.
Oh, nice.
A double IPA I picked up yesterday.
But so, the TreeHouse experience, that was great. Like I said, my only gripe is the 2 beers. Because that's my only gripe because there's not enough to try. Like, I can't get a flight. It's like 2 full pours.
I was gonna say no flight.
Yeah, you can't get a flight. So it's like, I don't know if just because I've never been there before until now. Like, I don't know if this is something that they've always done for crowd control because the place used to get out of hand with their releases. When I was there, it was busy, but it was very easy to get anything. So like, I waited maybe 5 minutes in line at the bar.
You would think as a business model that's an awful idea, but it probably makes them more money.
With the amount of money people spend on cases,
they probably push more out the door that way.
And their prices aren't bad. Like, I got a 4-pack of a Pilsner that was like $13. Me and Fody split they had a sampler case of like their like a lot of their flagship big beers, and I think it was $120 for the case, which wasn't bad at all for considering. And like their 4-packs aren't bad. Like,
is there food on
now? The food, the only thing I did not eat there. I went to the website. I don't think they actually have. I think they have. It looks like they have food trucks.
Yeah, I feel like if they're doing a 2-beer limit, they probably don't want people sitting in the restaurant.
Yeah. So they don't really. They had snacks. They had a coffee bar too, actually, which I just completely forgot to grab. Like, because they had like cold brew and a bunch of different stuff.
Oh wow.
That I wish I would have went to, but we ended up going. But the plus though is that if you go to TreeHouse, there's some awesome breweries though in Worcester too. So like we went to Wormtown Brewing. There's some really cool local bars that a ton of feature like of Massachusetts beer. So there's a lot of beer in the area. If you want to drink more than your 2 beers at TreeHouse.
There's another brewery that Ben used to bring home all the time from Boston, Trillium. They make bangers. Like, Trillium makes some really good beers. Real quick, the people liking on Facebook: Rish Hare, John Pee Wee Dameter, who was the music performer that night. And John is fantastic. So you did a great job.
Yeah,
Rosa,
awesome.
Rosa's in the chat. She gave a like, so we'll be talking road trip with Rosa. Oliver in the chat. Greg, Heidi, Kelly, and your mom
and my mom.
I wonder if your mom, if you're watching, Josie, type in the chat how handsome does Bill look with a white wig on? I mean, that logo is beautiful.
I think that should be his normal thing now. Bring it back. Bring back the powder wig, Bill.
All right.
I want to see you dressed like Dennis and Mac in the Always Sunny like 1776 episode.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes.
Where they crack the Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
So how TreeHouse sounds, it sounds like the closest thing we're gonna have is probably Warwick Farms. Like with like the big outdoor area. I think they're still working
on their indoor.
on their indoor, but they have the big outdoor area. So I think that would be somewhere we should go once they're.
Yeah, well, this Saturday we were
It's
supposed
nice
to go
out.
somewhere, but we did. For right now, I'm a little tight, so I was only able to do Friday night expedition.
Wow.
So maybe next time, not this Saturday because I have a wrestling show, but the one after, I think I have a wrestling show. I don't know. One of these Saturdays coming up, we'll go somewhere else. But I definitely have on the list. I would like to go back to Mellow Mink and hang out with those guys and do Mellow Mink and Evergreen and stuff. But I really want to. I want to go see Wolf's new building.
I need to get the Love Giraffes.
Yeah, there too.
I was there on a road trip with Rosa.
Wolf.
Yeah.
How was it?
Their building is gorgeous.
Yeah, the photos look.
Yeah, I've heard it's
Unbelievable.
beautiful. Everything I've seen.
Yeah, we'll dive more on that in a little bit here.
Yeah,
We
we'll go
just-
with Bob's segment.
Yeah.
We need to get like a button where it goes like road trip with Rosa.
yeah, if somebody
Like-
wants to make a
like
bumper,
a horn,
yeah,
like a horn sound. Just
like I hit a button and like
Yeah.
a little cartoon of Bob and his truck and Rose. Bob's drinking a beer, Rose is driving.
Yeah, let's go source
But,
it on Fiverr or something.
yeah. But so that also a lot of local-ish breweries are expanding because Breweries in PA posted about them. McCall's expanding.
Yeah, McCall just put in
Yep.
another building. That's super
They're
cool.
getting another building.
See the can of the show beer.
2SP
Oh,
is
I didn't even
expanding.
realize that came to me. I didn't realize. I'm like, man, you guys haven't drank your beers yet.
Puff pass, buddy.
Shit.
2SP is expanding. I know both of those.
Oh,
There are
I
articles.
got the short pour this time.
There are articles
Billy
on
took
them.
too much. You son of a bitch.
Here, take some. I didn't- But so 2SP is opening a separate location. Theirs I think is already done from the way the article sounded, but they're just waiting on hiring enough people to open it so they won't be overwhelmed.
Nice.
Where's their new location?
The 2SP one is
I have been to the original.
going to be in Delco. So
By the
I can
Wawa.
pull yeah, right next door to the Wawa in Delco.
Eat a hoagie on the trash
Go
can.
get
Yeah.
a hoagie.
You can eat a hoagie, and I think the water is free. But also Seven Sirens is also expanding.
Dude, I really
They're
like. I need to
working-
get to visit them. They were one of my. I really liked them at Brewfest.
Yeah, they were good at Brews Giving too. They seem like a bunch of cool guys, and they're actually doing their rooftop over. So they're doing a rooftop bar on top of their main building,
Oh,
and
nice.
then
That's
they're
really
getting a second location as well.
I really hope this
And they're gonna start,
pandemic doesn't make us go back outside and drink during the wintertime.
and they're gonna start to distribute as well. I know they had posted on their Facebook about that. The one guy that's been with them forever is now going to be a rep, so he's going to be going out to places to try to get them to get their product in to their stores and into their bars outside of the Lehigh Valley area. So
Nice.
hopefully some of their stuff starts coming up this way.
Well, speaking of the Lehigh Valley area, we just joined the Lehigh Valley beer community on Facebook.
Beer Fellowship.
The Beer Fellowship. Very cool people. Definitely go check that group out. Also, if we talked about Breweries of Pennsylvania, they have their own group of really cool people who are sharing stuff all the time. And then Wine, Hops, and Road Stops is another beer show that we support and fueled by Hops podcast. So if you want to find some beer communities as well as ours to join and share your beer stuff, come hang out with us. So we have a lot of cool things on there, and you can come talk to us. But Bob, we just cracked open Airline Brewing their New England IPA. So if you want to give us a
This is
rundown.
another one I got from my brother. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, these have been sitting in the fridge for a bit. That's why I threw them as show
Yeah.
beers.
So again, that is literally its name, New England IPA. This is from the Airline Brewing Company of Amherst, Maine.
I really like this one.
This one comes out at it's considered a New England Hazy IPA. It comes out at 5.8% ABV. This is one of the few ones where they list the IBUs. For anyone that's interested, it has 17 as its rating.
That's very low.
So 8.
yeah,
when we
you would
say
think-
the IBU, that the IBUs, if you're not a beer drinker, if you're new to the game, or if you're learning about the beer, that's the higher that number is, the more hoppy
bitter your-
flavor.
More
Yeah,
bitter it is.
bitter
Yeah.
your-
Yeah. So this
Uh,
almost
IBU
drinks almost like a Pilsner almost.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But IBU actually stands for International Bitterness Unit.
Yes.
It's like Scoville for beer.
Yeah.
So if-
good analogy.
Yeah. So if you don't like that hoppy, bitter, that like the higher the number you want to stay away from,
Which,
the
like-
lower number, you're probably more in your comfort.
Which, like, I think a lot of like the New England's, like, they don't have that high IBU like the West Coast used
No,
to.
and-
Classic style IPAs. They're a lot more friendly to a lot of people because there's a lot of jokes out there about how IPAs and how terrible they are. But like the New England style are much more friendly to the average beer drinker.
And
like a West
and
Coast.
there's also a lot that they don't list the IBUs anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
always at NA.
Yeah.
So,
It probably costs more to probably get that
yeah, probably
tested and stuff.
So
I don't know the process of making beer. I just drink it.
this one's been checked in 970 times. It averages a 3.72. I've had 3 friend check-ins where it averages a 3.67. Nothing showed up as a highlight though. I was hoping Dom the Beer Bro had this.
Yeah,
He'll always be my readout if he's on.
absolutely. Don, he got it locked down.
A dry hopped hazy IPA utilizing both New Zealand and North American hops, bursting with flavors resembling Pacific passion fruits and resinous northern pines. This easily approachable New England IPA is perfect for a day at the beach or a trek to the mountaintops. And its flavor profile is listed as smooth, juicy, floral, bitter, and tart. And I have to say, this is actually one of the few times that I would agree that floral is an appropriate term.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is.
this is fantastic.
I honestly think this is better now than when my brother first gave it to me.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look through because I never tagged it on Untapped because I'm terrible at Untapped.
My 3 Bill already.
I checked it in as well too.
Yeah, sorry.
So
You got these in September. I'm trying to find.
Yeah, this is definitely aged. This wasn't sitting, so it's definitely not a fresh can, but I still enjoy it.
I do have the whole one. Yeah. Man, I took like a picture of this while I was working on music. I don't know why I never posted it on anything. That's why I was fucking looking through the things.
We do score beers, but we don't really say the scores on the podcast anymore because it's the reason we do that is we're enticing you to go follow us and be our friend on Untapped. I only know mine on Tab. If you guys know your names, but mine's
AJ Hair.
Yeah, mine's Banging Beers Podcast Anthony, and I always tag everyone from the show on there. So if you want to go and search that, you can, and then you can follow us on Untapped and show us what beers you guys are drinking. How we were talking before about New England style IPAs and stuff. I think a cool idea for the future is we should do like beer school. We should do like the homework and the research and like where that style of beer came from.
That's actually one of my ideas.
Really?
I
like it. I like that a lot. I think it'd be cool to kind of do the research.
Yeah,
and make it a topic.
I have a. We'll talk offline because I don't want to spoil it now. What we're going to come up with our content in the future, but
yeah,
no, that's actually since we didn't have time to talk about it before some of our meeting before to here. So yeah, no, that's actually something I want to work on.
Oh, cool. I like that. Yeah. So we did say
I'll
before
explain to you after the show.
Yeah, before we did say we're gonna kind of become like a hodgepodge show where everything's gonna be like pop culture. That might happen where we may sneak conversations here and there in, but yeah, we want to kind of focus on the brewery we're drinking, trying to get some beer news in there, maybe some engagement for the people watching. So if you are watching and you're cracking a beer open, let us know what you're drinking. And stuff like that. So we have a lot of fun things we want to plan. The season 4 is going to be cool, man. We just got done our meeting and we have a lot of fun ideas for the future of the show. And you may see more live streams where it won't be technically an episode, but we go live on Instagram or we go live on Twitter. If we get enough followers on TikTok, we'll go live there. Just a quick live on YouTube. Maybe I'll play some video games and get drunk and go live. You know, the possibilities are endless. So really buckle up and stay tuned for the future of Banging Beers podcast and the IWEP network, because there's a lot of cool stuff coming. All right, so we're on our next treehouse, right?
Oh shit!
Did somebody shoot up?
A little bit, yeah.
Got a little excited.
Got a little up. Yeah. So this treehouse we got here is Perfect Storm, which is a American double IPA.
It's a very pink can, pink and purple. It looks like a seltzer can. Speaking of seltzers, our boys at Pilgrim just came out with a new seltzer. Did anyone try it yet?
Yes.
What is it? What's the flavor?
It tastes like
Blue.
Blue? Is it
Yeah.
blue juice?
It's blue.
Is it
blue?
like
It tastes like blue. No, it's blue, and I apologize if people don't like this word. Moist.
Oh, it's very moist.
Very moist. I mean,
So it tastes like
it is
blue
a liquid.
slushy?
It's like blue raspberry lemonade. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get up there.
Yeah.
Try it out. Yeah, I just seen that. People will say that they have that little outdoor thing you can sit out front of the building. It's pretty cool to stand on with a beer on the main street of Pottsville and drink a beer. It's pretty dope. Or you go out with your cigarette and have you bring your beer outside with you. I love that. But people had their beer in the snow with the blue, and it kind of looked really cool. So yeah, they're doing cool stuff up there. Wrestling trivia is coming soon. There is a
The end of the
I am
end of the
winning
month.
the Billy Madison trivia. No one is going to touch me.
all right. There it is. The challenge has been laid out. If you want to participate in Billy Madison trivia,
I
at
think that's
Build-A-Room,
February 10th.
and he said he's not losing. So if you want to win, join his team. You can join Team Bangin Beers podcast. If there's a little more in there, if anybody wants more. But Bob, read out the perfect storm for us.
All right, the perfect storm again from TreeHouse Brewing of Charlton, Massachusetts. This one's listed as a double/imperial IPA, and it comes out at 8% ABV. And I imagine that's going to be pretty well camouflaged, but we'll see. This one's pretty popular. It's been logged in 30,500 times.
Holy fuck!
This is one of this is one of their flagships. I'm assuming because it's a printed can. It's not the label.
That's a good call. Actually, I was going to ask that. Like with the they always have this that the logo looks
big
cool.
sticker,
So like
tree,
I think like their flagship ones that they have like year round, like green and purple and stuff. Like they come in an actual printed can versus the labels.
Okay.
So, in addition to being checked in over 30,000 times, it has managed to maintain an average score of 4.4.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That is
So
30,000 people all agree. And fuck to protect the 4.
Yep.
So I have 52 friend check-ins, but again, no highlight. And on my 52 friend check-ins, it averages a 4.42.
Can I dive a little more into this real quick?
Yeah.
So it has 30,000 people who drank it just in a can and gave it a 4.43. There's 97 people who said they checked it in as a bottle. So they bottle this, I guess, too. And that's, or they just don't know how to check it in.
Or they got a growler of it or
Yeah,
something,
there's a
and they
growler
consider
tag,
and
they consider that a bottle. Yeah.
maybe they figured that it's a glass bottle that they
Or
got filled.
or they're high.
Well, that too.
And 1,130 people have used one of two of their beers that they can check in that day on this beer and gave it a 4.44 on tap. And then tasters, where I guess someone just gave them a taster, how we do like on the podcast, a 4.29. So it's every single variant of this beer has stayed above a 4. That is probably the most people I've ever seen check a beer in, and it stayed that almost at a 4.5, 5 overall.
This is almost perfect. I mean,
Yep.
I didn't even try it yet. I'm still
so. Oh
That
shit!
is-
You didn't even drink it yet?
no.
Jesus,
I'm
dude.
talking it up, and I'm just seeing these numbers, and it blew me away.
And this is a 4-month-old beer too, and then holy fuck, dude.
Holy shit.
This says "cool, bro" stamped on the bottom.
Oh, does it? What did the other one say?
I don't know.
The last Friday of summer. So they brewed this the last Friday of summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
But because I mean, now sometimes it doesn't. I personally, in my own personal experience, like there's the hop loss or whatever on IPAs. Like they have a very small shelf life. So like if you get a beer that is like 6 months old, it's probably not going to be nearly as good as when you got it fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So now I know, like, from the person that I got these from, these were purchased all like in the end of September and the beginning of October, and they were kept cold the entire time.
Yeah.
But when they bought them at the brewery, they went in a cooler full of ice. They actually stopped like twice on the way home to make sure that they stayed cold.
Yeah.
They were brought to me in an insulated cooler, and they went out of the cooler and immediately into a refrigerator.
Yeah.
These the only time these have not been kept cold is when
They were made.
the 20-minute drive to get here, where they were in an insulated bag.
Well, and the only reason that these haven't been on the show sooner is we had a little bit of a backlog of beers, and then some of us got like I went through COVID once, you went through COVID once. Like we had some episodes we took some time off.
Well,
and
then
we wanted to have this.
There was a Sam Adams one to slip into for the holidays.
I mean,
Yeah.
but like they haven't been mistreated.
Yeah.
They've been constant at the same temperature. They haven't.
This was an
exposed.
episode
Yeah.
where
So-
if I was sick or he was sick or someone couldn't make it, we're like, no, we want everyone here for the Treehouse episode because we all want to try them.
But I mean, like I said, I've run into like sometimes it does matter. Other times it doesn't. This still tastes perfect.
This
I mean,
is
it's
fucking
I mean,
unbelievable.
perfect
you know,
storm
like
is the
if
name
I'd
for it,
have
dude.
let them all go warm and kept them in the closet or something, maybe that would have affected that. But
You know,
it's a testament to their quality.
next time we can get to Treehouse or get some Treehouse, we should do a control. We're gonna keep one beer
Like always cold.
always cold and
for the
one
whole
beer like
time.
on the shelf.
Like we just try to shit on it. we put it through a stress test.
No, I
Yeah.
think that'd be cool. Like if we can get 2 cans of Perfect Storm and we put one on a shelf in, like it would be at a beer store around here there, and one in the fridge and leave it there and let it sit for a few months, and then we can compare them and see, because that'll actually be a good like study too for our own personal knowledge.
Well, to I'll be fair, we're starting to keep more stuff cold now, like your Burley Oaks and your Deweys and that kind of stuff. We're getting them in and putting them right in the cooler so that they don't sit at room temp, because it's not fair to pay the price that you would pay for a 4-pack of one of those, and
it's not treated right.
It's not.
Yeah. All right, well, let's read the description of this.
All right. So, Perfect Storm is an absurdly hopped rendition of Super Typhoon, the most kingly and intense of our weather series. Featuring boatloads of Simcoe and Citra hops, Perfect Storm pours a glowing orange in a glass and carries flavors and aromas of earthy citrus, cantaloupe, papaya, and strawberry banana. Perfect Storm's hop leanings are more intense and resinous, with tongue-coaty, fruity hop oils and a firm, lingering bitterness. This one will evolve beautifully in the can with time and reveal layers of additional complexity.
We did it right.
Through cold conditioning.
Yep.
Nailed it. Enjoy. And they actually stated in here that this goes for $5.30 a can.
That's not bad at all.
The flavor profile is listed as hoppy, citrus, fruity, sweet, and mouthfeel.
I would pay, if I walked into a bar and they're like, oh, that's $6 for a 16-ounce can, I'd be like, all day long.
And that 8% is completely.
These are dangerous. These are super dangerous.
I mean, we were paying $7 for like a whiskey taster of a beer. You know what I mean? But this is a 16-ounce can for $5.50, and it's 30,000 fucking people on this planet all gave it over. So we try to protect the 4 here on this show. The 4 is a protected number. Anything above 4, if we're giving it's, and we don't score on Untapped like all you other scumbags out there where it's like, oh, it's a lager, it doesn't deserve a 4. No, if it's a good beer, we score it where it should be, regardless of the style.
Dude, anyone who does that shit is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you just
like
suck a D.
Scumbag. Like,
actually,
if you don't like a specific style, then don't fucking rate it, man.
Yeah, I don't like stouts. I check it in. I don't score it because I'm not going to ruin the brewery's numbers because I don't like the style, but I purposely bought it just so I can shit on it Untapped. You're a terrible person.
Yeah. Also, why the fuck did you buy it?
Like, I can see if like you're shit on like a major billion-dollar company who doesn't really care if you don't like their beer or not because they're making millions and millions of dollars like a Miller Lite. But like these independent brewers are trying their fucking ass off to make beer for people. Like TreeHouse, literally, like they're a craft beer, and 30,000 people have checked their beer in, and we're drinking it in Pennsylvania. Over like how many miles is that away? You know,
it's
what
a
I mean?
5-hour drive.
That's awesome. Like that's super cool that people like us who are 5 hours away. When we think of beers that are like top echelon that are not in our area, we say TreeHouse. That it's a brewery that we wish was in our backyard. You know what I mean? They're super good.
God damn it, TreeHouse. I'm looking and trying to see what a case costs of this, but they have a dry hopped house lager. Oh,
we're trying to find ways to break the law to get your beer to us.
Well, to be fair, there is a bill in place to let breweries to ship beer through.
This fucking shit is so archaic and stupid.
Through the postal service and not only through UPS. So,
okay. Well, listen,
so there is a bill in there.
Get your shit together. We want legalized weed and we want beer from other states.
Yep.
Just let's and we want to buy beer everywhere. Like,
yep.
Yeah. We're getting in like gas stations now, which is kind of cool.
I don't know if they do it by
we're the number one drinking state.
Currently, this isn't on to buy.
Oh, so this is kind of like their nugget nectar.
I don't know if it's seasonal or maybe they just don't. Maybe they do it in like sessions or something.
If you're watching this back later, or if you're someone who knows more about TreeHouse and you know how the rotation goes, because this can literally be like Trogs where every like it's like a seasonal beer, like wintertime this one hits, and you're because this could literally be like their version of nugget nectar, like oh boy, it's fucking end of summer, Typhoon's hitting
for the release.
Exactly. So it's not in our backyard, we don't know that stuff. Like speaking of seasonal releases and Trogs, they have a beer coming out next, which is a brand new beer that's going to be a seasonal beer. Do you remember the name of it?
I don't.
Because I don't. I just saw it when I was at the brewery the other day.
Yeah, because someone posted on one of the groups. I don't remember if it was Breweries in PA.
I'll look it up right now because Trogs. Listen, we're becoming us and Trogs are becoming best friends. We're gonna be buddies soon. We're gonna be like roommates.
They don't have it posted on there. I think it was in
Yeah, they
Breweries
do.
in PA. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, I've been following them a lot
It's
because
not on
they've
their
been liking
Instagram.
a lot of our stuff, which like makes me like a
The
school.
one we're
girl.
talking about is not on their Instagram yet.
It is.
Is
'Cause
it?
someone because it was painted on the wall.
Oh no, I think it was.
No, it
someone
wasn't
shared-
painted, it
that
was like a picture.
someone took on. I think it's in the Breweries of PA group.
You know, I haven't had a double blizzard yet, and that kind of
Oh really? Oh, so good.
it feels really nice to scroll through Trogs's
Yeah, I met a dude-
timeline and see 2 of our posts on
Yeah.
there. Actually, if anyone picked up in our local area a Hopback Amber and they have a can of it sitting around, let me know because I will definitely buy it off you because I want to try it on this show.
I mean, I'll just go down there this week.
If you do, let me
Yeah,
know.
I'll
I'll go
go.
for the ride with you.
Maybe we'll go down. Maybe next. Oh no. Actually, you know what?
We got to do it quick if we're gonna do it because
I'll actually be.
gone.
You know what? I'll be passing by there next Saturday, so I'll pop in and grab some.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
We have some plans next Saturday. That I gotta go down to Harrisburg. So
Suppose we actually learned too that the summer pack that's coming out this year is going to have a surprise new beer in it. So that's I don't know if it's been revealed or been talked about. I'm not going to spoil things for people, but this year's summer pack is going to be really, really exciting. If you're into Galaxy hops, there's a really exciting Galaxy hop. There it is. What's it called? Hop
Horizon.
Hop Horizon IPA is the next seasonal beer coming from Trogs. So that's that's super dope. Dude,
you know that Yingling pan that Yingling serving tray.
1942.
late 40s, early 50s. This person says on the Breweries.
that's crazy. That's really crazy.
Yeah, I have this at home, Bob. It was from my mom's my mom's parents' bar in Mechanicsville from like the 50s.
Real quick, 11 people watching the stream right now. You guys are the superstars. We have a bunch of people liking and sharing and supporting the channel. Thank you guys so much. It's actually not even letting me see everyone who hit like because there's too many of you. So that's really cool. That's brand new. But if you're here, say hi to us. Say hi in the chat. If you have something you want to plug, if you're drinking a beer today, if you're watching football, how are our teams doing? My team's out of everything, so it doesn't even matter.
Mine's not on yet, and Bob's isn't on yet.
Mine
And we
lost,
need
but I don't
we
care.
need to win. And
To get to playoffs.
well, no, if we win the AFC East. If we lose and Bob's team loses to New England, then New England wins the.
So there's 44
AFC
seconds to
East.
go in my game, and my team is killing the Giants, but it's the Giants right now, 22-7. So way to end the year strong, Washington. Going into that new team name.
Yep.
The Dolphins were already eliminated from playoff contention.
They picked scumbags, right?
What?
They picked the scumbags, right?
The new team name?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna beat the Scumbags.
I think this is like the 3rd show in a row, but I still say they should change their name to the Corrupt Politicians.
The corrupt
Well, that's
politics.
why I
And the
call
logo,
it. That's
the
why I call
logo
it
should be the
scumbags.
Capitol Dome with a dollar sign.
Should be Scrooge McDuck just whipping the bird. No, it's actually gonna be the Admirals.
That's why I keep calling it the scumbags.
Yeah. It's gonna be the Admirals, I think, is what we're gonna, because they already said that the Red Wolves, the Wolves are eliminated from contention. They couldn't get the rights to Wolves or Red Wolves.
What?
And I think that because they realize the fans are picking Red Wolves because it still has connotations to the
Yeah.
Native American culture, and they're like, no, we're trying to get away from that. So I think they really leaned heavily into military. They want to go with a military thing. So I think they're going with Admirals. So I think that's what our team name is going to be.
I still
Washington
think it should-
scumbag
I think-
politicians. There
I
we
think
go.
it should still just remain the Redskins and change the logo to a potato.
Potato.
That'd be kind of
I will say that every single time.
But they did tease. They kind of showed teasers of the jerseys, and you know how every team is allowed to have a different color variant, like the Nike color variant.
Yeah.
They showed a black helmet, so we might have an all black jersey, which really excites me, regardless of what the name is.
I like when we wear the all red, like
Yeah.
the full red and the white helmet.
I gotta
I love-
ask, like, all right, so my team has won 3 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's and one of them at your expense.
Yeah.
But like, it's gotta like, I mean, you were alive for all 3, but like you were
Yeah.
young, right?
Yeah,
But it's, I mean, like, imagine being a lifelong fan. And like, you're like,
just
"We're
like
the Super
every
Bowl."
single time.
we lose. We're
Yeah.
like, could you imagine being like us right now?
Well, that's why
and
there's
watch your team lose 3 years in a row.
I mean, to be fair, that's why when they say Bills, the Bills stands for boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
I never heard that ever before. How did you land as a Bills fan living in Pennsylvania?
Well, like early 90s.
because of his name, duh.
But yeah, yeah, it was easy to remember.
Is that
People-
seriously what?
No,
oh, I was gonna say.
no, it wasn't that. It's like early
It
90s.
just works out that way.
Like early 90s, like the Aikman, Emmett Smith, Michael Irvin era. I liked the Cowboys when I was younger. And then I just kind of got out of football for a little bit. Like I just kind of was over it. Like it didn't interest me as much. I got more into hockey and baseball. And then I made a decision. I'm like, I'm gonna get back into football, but I don't want to really pick a team that like.
So normally,
I didn't want to pick a team that was like, for lack of a better way of putting it, good. Like I didn't want to seem like someone that hopped
bandwagon,
and hopped onto a team. Well,
so I will say this: I normally don't like when people change their teams, but the fact you got away from the Cowboys, I will always accept that.
Well, what happened is my one uncle, he grew up in Buffalo. He's always been a Bills fan. And then I kind of just had it in my head. I'm like, oh, well, so because of him being a Bills fan his entire life, because he grew up in Buffalo, his family's from Buffalo. Like, I just kind of felt bad that he was the only one in the family that's a Bills fan. So I'm like, all right, I'll be a Bills fan.
I'll torture myself forever with him.
Yeah.
I like
so
that.
Then that's how I landed on the Bills.
I'm into that.
I wish I could get because like every time I die has such cool Bills merchandise. They have like Bills and like Sabres merchandise.
Bills is a team I secretly always root. Like there's
dude, Bills Mafia is the greatest thing.
Well,
in the
that's
world.
what
they're like Philadelphia fans, but they don't hurt other people. They just they put themselves through tables.
We put ourselves through tables and we donate money to causes. Like when that ref made that bad call, and I
did the same thing. That's your show beer, dude.
And they donated. And they donated.
I literally did the same thing. If you need some extra, here you go.
I'm good.
Heavy on our pours.
So they donated money to a visual impairment fund in the name of the NFL referees. Like they donated like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's hilarious.
And everyone donated in the name of the NFL referees.
Bills is my number 2.
So I just want them to win, not to be greedy for myself, but they're so invested in their past, like Jim Kelly, all the old players. That
if you're a fan of that team and you're willing to go to a winter game in Buffalo, you deserve the world.
Yeah.
Well, I just know that if they win, they're gonna give a ring to Jim Kelly. They're gonna give a ring to all the old players because of like how good they were, and they couldn't win it, but they still keep them in the fold. Like I think every home game they have like a player of the game, and they invite an old player back to be like hang out on the sidelines with them. And
that's awesome. I'm a Washington fan, but I always secretly rooted for I've always been so my best friend growing up, he was always a Kansas City fan. And because my team was Native American connotation, his team was Native American, I always kind of leaned into his team as well. So even before they became a powerhouse again, I always secretly rooted for Kansas City. My grandmother was a Green Bay fan, so I always kind of leaned towards Green Bay, because if the Washington wasn't good, I was like, all right, I can root for Green Bay because my grandma likes Green Bay. And then like growing up, there's just certain fan bases I'm just like, they deserve love, you know what I mean? Like, and Bills are like that team. I've always liked the Bills, and it would be the Titans, but they got rid of the Houston Oilers. I loved when they were the Houston Oilers. Like and the Buccaneers, dude. I always was into those creamsicle Buccaneers jerseys with the pirate winking with the sword in his mouth. Bring that back. That was a great logo. Get rid of the skull and bring back the winking pirate.
I wish I could get excited about sports.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really watch sports anymore.
I used to. Like, I'm a diehard Philly fan since I'm a kid.
Can you turn your vibrate off?
Oh, sorry.
It's I didn't
realize I was getting from the chair, but anyway, I always was diehard of Philly because like I grew up Philly. I already got it, but
there's more in here if anybody wants it.
Always grew up Philly, so Eagles, Flyers, Phillies. I don't watch basketball. I just don't like basketball.
I can't get into it. I went to like 2 76ers games, and it was just because tickets were free, and I went to
76ers games. It was a good time.
Like, it's okay.
Like it's fun.
I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah,
I grew up a Bulls fan. I was taught Michael Jordan, and then here's basketball. And then growing up, I'm like, oh, cool. The Bulls have a good team. Oh, they fired everybody because they don't care. I need a new team.
I mean, I did briefly like back in like the Allen Iverson days and stuff. I did, support this. I mean, I support the Sixers, but like they were always fun back then. But like, I never loved basketball. Probably because I suck at it.
I grew up. I
am terrible at basketball.
I love basketball.
I am absolutely awful at it. Like, I've always been decent at baseball and football, and like when we were in high school, me and my friends, we used to play other streets in football every Saturday. And it was always so much fun. Like we'd find a field and we would just beat the fucking shit out of each other.
The best is when you can play tackle football in the streets because it snowed and you can throw each other in
dude.
snowbanks.
But yeah, we used to play like in the outfield at Railway Park and shit and stuff. Like, cause we would always get kicked off the actual football fields, like the practice field at like the DHH Lincoln and stuff.
So speaking of the 76ers, PA Brewery crowned their best beer can of 2021, and it's a can of Allen
Oh,
Iverson.
that's the Allen Iverson one.
The
Yeah,
Allen
I forget
Iverson
what
can
brewery did
from
that.
Lost Tavern.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I just give it a little bit of Philly love because I don't do it often.
And Trogs won like four awards, I think, in the breweries and PA awards.
Do we have? We should probably have pulled that up. While we're pulling up, Bob, why don't you read off our
show beer, and then we got our third TreeHouse.
Next show beer is called Straight to Voicemail from the Myers Creek Brewing Company of Cazenovia, New York. It is also a Imperial / double New England IPA. And surprise, this one comes in at 8.25%.
Yeah, you can tell that one.
That is very well camouflaged.
I didn't get it. No.
This has been checked in 79 times. It averages the 3.9. I have one friend check in, which is your dad.
I think he brought this beer.
So that's what I guess. He gave it a 3.75.
Really? Because this is very hoppy. I thought he would have hated this.
Your dad's coming around on IPAs.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
So just the description is double dry hop New England double India Pale Ale with Galaxy, Pacific Sunrise, and Eldorado hops. And the flavor profile is listed as hoppy, aromatic, smooth, dank, and juicy.
I feel like I'm not protecting the floor at all here, boys, in the last couple episodes, but I really like this beer.
No, every single beer we've had so far has been fantastic. The Pilsner was a little weird, but I still liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everything has been awesome.
Real quick in the chat, Freezer Bound Outdoors is someone who joined our live stream last night. Another beer, they do beer and a bunch of different things. They said full crew in the house today. It's their first time checking out the show. I'm having an all-day IPA from Founders currently.
A good classic.
Yeah.
Great fucking beer. Great beer.
And they also it didn't hit here yet, but they put out a hazy version.
Did they?
Yeah. All day haze. It's
all
called.
Day haze.
So it's like a low ABV hazy.
If you get that
version,
grab me.
I think they took the all day IPA off of it, and now it's just PBR. But forever at the Tap Depot.
Yeah, it was all day IPA.
They had a special called it was called the Working Man Special, and there was 4 or 5 different choices between whiskeys and bourbons. And a can of either one of those beers, and I believe it went for $3.50.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. If I'm we're a hunting channel, would do a lot of drinking. You were the one who said one of your families from PA, right? If I remember correctly, they said that one of their family owns a beer distributor in Pennsylvania.
Freezer Bound Outdoors. I love that name now that you said about hunting channel. That's awesome.
Dude, I don't
send me some deer meat.
Yeah, I can't personally hunt. I respect hunters, but I just don't have the heart to kill an animal.
I don't have the patience.
I don't have the patience or the heart. Like if I shot a deer and it didn't die fully, I would bawl my eyes out in the woods. I'm like, I can't. I'm a monster.
To use it and have it to feed me, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but
I just don't have the patience.
I love eating meat, man. Like, well,
I just don't have the patience to do it.
I like deer meat's delicious.
Oh, I love deer meat.
Elk, like
oh yeah, dude.
Like bear, like not so much bear. I had bear once.
Bear's not good.
Yeah, but
unless someone has a good recipe. Hit me up.
It's actually the last time I had bear was kielbasa.
Yeah,
really?
beer distributor near.
I can see it being in a sausage being pretty good.
Yeah, so they have a beer distributor near Titusville, Pennsylvania.
That's farther out west. That's old oil country.
Okay. Yeah, well, definitely let us know the name of the distribution. We'll plug them, and maybe if we ever take a drive out there, we'll show them some love, because beer distributors for the longest time in our area where we are in Pennsylvania, that was our go-to, because we didn't have breweries in our area. Like until breweries start popping up. Yeah. Other than Yuengling, we had no way of getting beer. We had to rely heavily on distribution. So they're unsung heroes in our area. That's what got us into craft beer.
See, then you guys are a lot luckier too, because it wasn't really all that long ago that distributor in Pennsylvania meant by the case.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was for a very long time.
So you had to be committed.
There were no
6-pack shops. You couldn't carry out from a bar. You either drank at a bar or you went to a distributor and you got a case.
I remember
like even 10 years ago, or a little bit more than that. Like, so like I find craft beers at like Hucklebucks, and then I have to go to Brewers Outlet and Potsdam and buy a whole case of it.
Yeah,
'Cause
or
there was no way to get six packs. There
or
was
like
nowhere.
we had
Because
to go in on it. Be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, each of us throw in $20 on this
Yeah.
$100 case of beer.
Yeah, because like
And-
there was no going to fucking Tommy's and getting rogue or getting craft beer. It's
Yep.
like you get 40s of the fucking Bud Ice and you're gonna like it.
They said they discontinued Bud Ice.
Yeah,
Or
Good.
Keystone Ice.
but probably both.
Yeah.
Keystone Ice is a very rare find. I think,
Yep.
too. Like I
Like-
remember it was the black 40 pack.
we used to get it in, and like we'd get like 130 pack in, and it would just sit there.
It's just
Yeah,
here now,
just
like
like
dust.
Do you remember when
Fun
ice
guy
beers
would
were
grab
the
it.
thing though? Because like they were the higher ABV ones, so they get you fucked up.
I'm honestly not entirely sure I've ever had an ice. I think I've like actively avoided them because I'm like, they probably are not good at all.
You got to at least try the Molson Ice.
Well,
Dude, remember the days of
Should we do a whole ice episode?
an ice
whatever
episode?
good find?
why didn't we do an ice episode today?
Hindsight 2020.
So here's what we
Yeah.
should do. Once we have, because spoiler alert, next week's episode is also going to be Treehouse. So we have another Treehouse.
Actually, I have enough left. If we do 4 to shot, we can do 2 more with what I still have. In the
So we
fridge.
have
So,
3 back-to-back Treehouse. We're gonna showcase Treehouse for the new year. So that's what we're gonna do.
like all of January.
Right, so all of January is gonna be Treehouse, and then the first
Treehouse
week,
January.
the first week of February, our first episode, we should do an ice episode.
Dude, I'm in.
We should do
It'll
just
be horrible. but-
we drink all amazing beers, and then the first week of the month we just drink dog shit ice beer.
Dude, fucking the days of Beast Ice and Natty Ice. Oh my god. I would die
Has
now.
like a
I'd
reset
fucking die.
for the-
is there an ice version of Mickey's?
There is a Mickey's
there-
Ice. I
yeah,
actually think
I
that was
don't-
one of the ones discontinued as well,
Yeah.
though. I remember seeing it. No, yeah, because I remember when that announcement came out that they're like, when I saw Mickey's, I'm like, they're getting rid of Mickey's, but it was Mickey's Ice. So
If there's any of that left around, it's still got to be.
I know
so
we
like
I know we
Twinkies
don't
are
have any
Shredder
Mickey's
Ice.
ice.
Yeah.
I know we have Labatt ice in the 24
give me
ounces.
some Schlitz Ice.
Some split ice.
Yeah, so that's our goal. Is by the beginning of February, we have to
We're
acquire.
gonna torture our fucking selves.
We got to acquire ice beers. We're gonna ice ourselves for the beginning of.
I ice ourselves out.
Yeah, because usually the snow gets worse in February for
Yeah.
us. That's when like the snow really starts hitting for us because, well, depending on what your beliefs are, global warming.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason we always get a really bad snowstorm in February.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, you haven't really gotten too hit hard. Well, let's we already read off our show beer here that we're going through, which is delicious, by the way. This is really good. But let's read off our second to last beer from Treehouse.
Next one up is El Clasico, a American Pale Ale, again from Treehouse of Charlton, Massachusetts. This one's been logged in 892 times and averages a 3.81. I have 5 friend check-ins.
Oh, you flopped.
with
Right? Okay. You fucking scared the shit out of me. Sorry. He held his glass up. I'm like, did I get like a different beer than you?
Wait, what? Maybe there was their
you
sediment.
pulled your, because you said you messed up and you put
Yeah, and then I told you, but that. maybe
no,
it was
I
just-
swapped. I
Oh,
don't.
did you?
Yeah, I swapped.
But your beer over there's still cloudy too.
No, this one is the other one, but maybe because I got the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, there's been some sediment.
5 friend check-ins where it averages a 3.85. No highlights. El Clasico is an American pale ale brewed as an homage to the early days of craft brewing while introducing the modern flair of hops grown in New Zealand. Entirely hopped with Cascade, grown in New Zealand, and then cold conditioned in horizontal stainless,
Sediment.
El Clasico pours a glowing orange color in the glass and tastes like fresh grapefruit and vibrant citrus balanced with notes of pine. Inspired and characterful, we are delighted El Clasico has found its way into your loving embrace. Enjoy. And the flavor profile is listed as clean, piney, malty, citrus, and orange.
This is a nice, very nice pale ale.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm disappointed in 892 people because once again, it's
Yeah,
close to a
this is-
4. This is really fucking good.
Yeah. Well, it's weird though. So, all right, there's some sediment in this can because my pour is perfectly clear. Bill's pour is perfectly clear. Bob's is very clear. Tony's is hazy. And then this last bit I grabbed out of the can was also very hazy. So there's definitely a sediment thing going on here. Because we should have rolled the can.
All right, we're at this point. If we have anything, we're gonna share it. Bill, let me take a sip of yours and you take a sip of mine to see if we're like the same. And for our next trick, we're gonna make out. Yeah, it's still the same beer.
It still
but yeah.
tastes the same, actually. Yeah.
We're not beer
There's
experts.
no.
We're just figuring shit out as we go. This beer is fucking awesome.
No, it's very good. What's the ABV on this one again, Bob?
I'm off the screen.
5.2.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
5.2.
nice like all dayer then.
Yep.
Yeah, this is fantastic. This is one of the ones where I think people are not scoring it higher because it's an ale and not a hazy IPA.
It's just a
or-
pale ale. It's
Yeah,
an Indian
it's-
pale ale.
Yeah. But
But it's still got great hop character to it.
so we'll get to the breweries in PA winners list. Now I'll read off the category and everyone guess what they think won.
Oh, cool. I like this.
All right.
Yeah,
You like that?
I like
You
those.
like that?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So the winner of the best IPA in Pennsylvania.
New Trail.
I'm gonna go. Fuck.
Hop cutter.
Are we saying just a brewery or the actual beer?
The actual beer.
Oh my
I don't
God, I
fucking know
fucking-
the names, dude.
Yeah, New Trail. Because
Okay,
one.
so- okay.
I'm gonna say
just New
Warwick
Trail.
Farm.
Warwick Farm.
Hop cutter.
Hop Cutter. It is Juice Juicy by Evergreen.
Oh, wow.
Was the winner of IPA
Here's what I'm
in
gonna say.
Pennsylvania this
I
year.
thought people would pick New Trail, but if I had to personally pick,
Yeah.
I would have picked Evergreen. I've
Yeah.
been saying we actually said on the thing, I said people
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
really go hard for New Trail hazy IPAs, but I personally think Evergreen makes a great hazy IPA.
Here's
Evergreen's
even
great.
more. Number 2.
Number 2,
Yep.
not New Trail. Broken Heel.
The same.
I mean, what beer does New Trail not make that's barely not on a hazy IPA? Like, pick one. Pocket Knife. I mean, like,
I'm gonna.
if they don't get number 2 or 3, at this point, it's just people not giving them
These are
love
viewers'
because
choice, though, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are viewers' choice. So there's
Yeah.
an odd hate for New Trail because of their amount of distribution.
yeah.
So think about that.
That annoys me too.
It does.
They make good
Ju-
fucking
but-
beers.
yeah.
Well, just people just want to be assholes.
Number 2 is Dirt Wolf by
Oh,
Victory.
Holy shit, really?
I like-
number 2.
I
That is
like-
a goddamn classic.
I like
Jesus.
Victory, but it's not better than anything New Trail has put out recently as a hazy IPA.
Number 3. Well, also to be fair, it's only IPA, so it's pulling
Oh, so this
like
is not just-
normal, like normal IPA, and then
Oh, so this is not just hazy.
Fucking heavy,
no, it's
Hidden
not just
River.
hazy.
Oh, high IPA.
Something from Hidden River.
Ooh, Fog Monster. Yeah, Fog Monster. I'll go with that.
Something from Hidden River.
Third place is Third Orbit from New Trail.
Holy
There it
shit.
is.
All right, there it is.
There it is. I knew
Third
New Trail
Orbit
had to
was
be the
really
top.
good.
That was good.
And dude, I love their
So
orbits
is this,
because
members of the group all vote on
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
viewers' choice
yeah.
awards.
Yeah,
For brewers in PA.
so Breweries in PA, even I think if you just go on their website around like the last couple of weeks of the year, they'll post
Who do you think
so you
wins?
can vote.
Yeah, there is an odd hate of New Trail
Yeah.
beers because they make
Well, they're
a lot of the same style,
and everyone thinks that they're all the same beers, but
and they're not.
they're not.
Which we tested on this show for episode. I don't
Yeah.
know what episode
We
it was.
literally brought someone on who hates fucking beer, and he shit on every beer we drank, but he did say each beer tasted different.
Yes. So
All
we
right.
had that control group.
Yeah. We have someone who's straight edge who hates beer, and he goes, "Oh, this is fucking terrible."
So moving on,
Why was he here that night? He was dropping something
I
off.
wasn't on that episode. No.
I feel like he was dropping something off for somebody. We're like, "Yo,
I
just
think-
sit and drink."
I think you needed an Andy on the episode, and he just hung out.
Yeah. That's probably right.
So the best sour.
Ooh, sour. PA.
4 score.
That's what I was gonna
Imprint.
say. Probably a
4 score
smoothie
imprint.
for
Imprint.
Four score imprint. It is actually Cellar Works Brewing
Oh wow.
Cherry Pie Baked Whip.
I wonder if it's an actual sour, or if it's one of those fruit juice.
Cherry Pie Baked Whip is a smoothie style sour ale
it's-
brewed
so
with
it's like an imprint style.
brewed with cinnamon,
Smooth
brown
or,
sugar, lactose,
Jamba.
vanilla, and an irresponsible amount of sweet cherry.
we got to put them on the list. I've never had anything from them.
None
Oh,
neither
me
have I. I've never
either.
actually honestly heard of them.
Number 2.
4 score.
Who's it? Who's it from?
Honestly, they're probably never going to make the list because they're not very big yet or popular. But fucking Mellow Mink makes good sours.
Yeah, they're
They're
they don't get their they're the kind of sours that I like.
yeah.
Like I am so over the smoothie ones and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like they're just some of them are just too
Their
fucking
brewer
bland.
Matt is a fucking. He's a smart dude, and he makes really good sours.
Like the Smoogies and Jambas and all that. Like, I mean, they're good, but they're just
It's
to the
not a
point of
sour.
like, is this even a beer anymore? Is what I just get to it.
it's like you're drinking a mimosa
Yeah.
or a creamy
Or
mimosa.
cocktail. I can't like those Smoogies we had back on a few other episodes. They're almost like
Yeah.
a canned cocktail in a
Yeah.
beer. Like
Yeah.
I know they're brewed, but they still they drink more like a cocktail.
Malted barley.
Yeah, go through. Just run through the list here.
All right. So the second place is it's Cobbler in Time Peach by Second Sin Brewing.
I never had Second Sin.
Third is Tart Monkey by Victory.
There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
I've had that.
So
Yeah.
I like Tart Monkey. Wait, there's Tart and Sour Monkey?
Yep.
Hmm.
So
The only reason I'm rushing you is because I want to get through road
Yeah.
trip with Rose.
All right.
We have one more beer to
Oh
go.
yeah, that's right.
so best beer garden.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A lot of people like New Trails from what I heard.
I'm gonna give a hint.
What?
Is it a brewery related?
It is.
Trogs.
We already brought them up.
Trogs. Trogs has a big beer
Warwick
garden.
Farm.
Yes.
Warwick
It's
Farm.
Warwick Farm. Number 2, Levante Stables. And
Oh, you know
number
what's
3,
funny?
and
I
number
meant-
3, which we can use it as a segue if you want, is Wolf Brewing.
Really?
You know
Yep.
what's funny? I was thinking Levante Stables, but Warwick was in my head for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Dude, Warwick makes that hop series every year. They use like luchador
Yep.
masks, like wrestling beer name.
Yep.
They make bangers. They were actually on our list for like to call in and do an episode with, but it just never worked out. But I'm a big fan of what Warwick does. They make good beers.
Oh yeah, they've been fantastic. I mean, what's great about here is every brewery has awesome spaces.
Dude,
Like, there's-
we're so
there's been,
fucking
like-
fortunate to be in
I can't
Pennsylvania.
think of anywhere that's like a shitty space. Like,
No,
hey, this
yeah.
brewery, like, oh, it sucks. The beers are good, but the location or the space sucks.
Dude, like even in Pottsville, like Pilguru, is definitely different than everybody else. Like you walk in and if it's not a sports game going on, like you can go in and watch 2 shows
Yeah.
of fucking wrestling, which I love. Or you can go like and Black Rock. Black Rock's a gorgeous building.
Oh, the building's awesome.
yeah, like it's like I don't know, man. We're killing it.
Yeah, Black Rock even when that's nice outside. I mean that
Oh, the outdoor
that whole
area.
bank over there
Yep.
with all the trees.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's right on the edge of the mountain.
And now that they're opening up in the summertime and they have that like movie theater thing going where they have the rights to play movies, like, dude, Black Rock's the fucking place to be at night. You can drink beers and watch Pulp Fiction. Like, sign me up.
Yeah.
The only problem is all their movies are nights to record podcasts. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll do more with the new year once it gets nice out.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at opening up the upper level to do movies too.
Yep.
There's a lot of cool, dude. We're just very fortunate. Now I know where Stoker's is. Where's Revere at?
So if you're familiar with Tamaqua, you stay on 209 and you head east, like you're gonna go to Coaldale and Lansford.
So at the 5 points coming in from
You-
hometown, you make a left.
So it's like you're going to
Correct.
Jim Thorpe.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
see,
right on 209.
you can get to Jim Thorpe that way,
Yeah.
but I would go to the top. Normally, I like someone in town would probably more than likely go to the top of the hill in hometown.
Oh,
Cut down
Lake Hotto.
54.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, technically
It's right off
correct.
209. Where
So,
Sisters
yeah,
Cantina.
It's one of the last buildings on the left as you leave town. And there are 2 businesses in the same building.
Isn't there a
one-
strip club out there?
That's long gone.
It's gone.
What was that Sandy
you're-
Show Bar?
That was
Sandy's.
that was
That's actually a house now.
that's actually off of 443 going out by
So
Lehigh.
Sandy's is closed.
A friend of mine in another chat I'm in shared that someone turned it into a house and flipped it.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard so the coolest thing I heard about that place is there was one of the and I'm not
I've never honestly been there. But
I'm not
I know
picking
I've
on
friends
I
anybody,
don't
but
either.
one of the strippers supposedly who was like a regular there, she had one leg.
It's possible at that
And
place.
and when you walked in, when you went to the front counter, they didn't give you ones. You got $2
Twos.
bills.
Yeah, that's
so the
true.
house takes $1 and the girl gets $1.
That's kind of fucked up.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked up. But yeah, you can only tip the dancers in $2 bills.
You could get singles there, and actually they would give you like the Susan B. Anthony coins. In return.
You make it hail?
Yeah.
And then
Making hail, baby.
and then that was the thing is the dancers would pull their G string out. And would
You drop a
toss
quarter,
them in there.
you drop a coin in
Yeah.
there. Right, their coin. Can we make a segment on Banging Beers where we go review beers at dive strip clubs.
I don't see why not. I'm not sure they would let us film there, but
I bet you some of them would. But the thing of it is you have to be careful where the camera's pointed.
Yeah, we'd have to go film out in the parking lot. But like, there's been a time where we went to like a place in Wilkes-Barre, and it's
we walk outside and we're just all sweating. We're like, oh my god.
So here's the beer scene. Here's the beer scene inside this place. We should review the bars at like we should just, instead of just craft beer, we should just review bars. We go, like, you know how One Bite Pizza, like One Bite, like we should review bars. Like, hey, we went in this bar and here's what we think of it. But like, we need to like not score the high end bars. Like, I love dive bars.
I love dives.
The grosser the bar, the better for me. Like, if I walk in and your urinal smells like dog shit, I'm a fan of what you're doing. Like, you don't even care.
Or if in the case of Ozartics, if you walk in and you can pee in the urinal and hold the door shut behind you because there's no lock on it.
Dude, there's a bar in Pottsville that has the cleanest tap lines I've ever seen in my life, but the bar smell, the urinal smells, you can smell it from the bar. It's atrocious. But no, we should do that. We should incorporate dive like bar reviews too. We should go to different bars.
I love dive bars.
Dude, it's my favorite, especially when you go see a good band in a dive bar.
I love a good dive bar.
All right, we're on our last beer of the show. We're pouring
This
it
is
now.
what, Pina?
Pina. It tastes like purple,
light purple.
There's a little bit left if anybody wants to.
I got a good pour.
All right,
this one's got some fuzz to it.
I'll wait till my head goes down. I'll pour a little more.
This one's got some fuzz to it. Let me get the can.
What else? Any other words that we didn't go through?
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah,
but so
fly through some while he's pulling it up.
So for stout is Ralphius by Free Will.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 2, Sunny Side Up by Pizza Boy.
Oh, that's another good one.
Pizza Boy made the list.
Sunny Side Up is fucking fantastic.
Number 3 is Carl the Great by Broken Goblet. So best food, I'm a little salty about this one, is Iron Hill. I don't think they should be included.
They're a chain.
They're a chain. They're not APA brewery. They just so happen to have like two or three locations in PA.
Yeah, there's one in Dewey
headquartered
Beach
in
too.
Delaware.
Yeah, there's one in Dewey Beach too.
Yeah. Number 2, Trogs. Number 3, Wolf. So I don't know if you can speak on the food to Wolf or if you just had beers there.
We didn't drink, we didn't eat there. Yeah.
No, I only ate at Wolf. I didn't eat.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't love Trogs food.
Trogs food isn't bad,
dude. I'll tell you what. We went there one time for breakfast.
I love their hop fries.
Yeah,
their hop fries are fucking fantastic.
Me and the Budwashers one time went for
the Madel fondue
in the morning for breakfast. And we had to stand in line for 10, 15 minutes to go in there for breakfast. Like
I've never
brunch.
been there for their brunch though, but their normal menu, I feel like it's just, I don't know. They have their cheese boards and stuff are awesome because they age their own like meats and stuff. That's fantastic. But just like in a general food place, Trogs, I love Trogs to death, but the general food I usually don't eat there.
So the best beer name winner is
Evil Genius.
Yes. No.
Fuck Evil Genius.
The Asshole of the
Quote
Sea.
Andy Hare, not the rest of the podcast.
The Asshole of the Sea by Voodoo Brewing.
that one beer name. There's been some really good beer names.
So second place is Long John by Yards, and third is Oats and Hose by Hemauer.
Dude,
Brewing.
Wait, what?
Oats and Hose by Hemauer Brewing.
Wow. Because
was number 3.
Poor Man also does an Oats and Hose. Interesting.
It might be depending on
but I'm gonna be honest
on the spelling.
What one beer name?
I do like Long Johns though for any of our non-near Philly.
Asshole of the Sea won beer name of the year.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty.
That's not a good pick. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Every beer name on Pilguru's list is better than that.
I do like Long Johns though, because it's of our not. If any, we have any non-PA listeners, it's JAWNS.
Yeah.
Oh, John. Yeah. John. Yeah.
Yeah, that's off of Victory. And then so the beer can is the Lost Tavern one. Second place is
Fourscore makes a lot of good beer cans.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to pop culture references, they do a great job. So does Pizza Boy.
Oh yeah, they're diabetes, the diabetes ones.
Yeah. Number 2 on that was Mad Elf by Trogs for can art. Number 3,
I would say Troganator's better.
Is
but that's just me.
Number 3 is Alien Church by Tired Hands, but
That's a great beer.
It's a good logo, but like
It's pretty generic. It's just like
Yeah.
a skull, right? Or like a scully alien. Honestly, Tired Hands art sucks.
So here's the thing. I think a lot of these can art and names are like regular beers. Like if it's like a one-off
they're
that only
also-
a handful of people got,
Yeah.
it's hard to get your name in there if only
Yep.
like 30 people checked it in.
They were also breweries. They were also it's a People's Choice Awards type
Yeah.
thing too. So like people voted on them. So
Yeah, and there's a lot of like Pennsylvania has over 560 breweries.
Yep.
So it's hard to.
so Taproom is Trogs.
now, yeah,
One.
that their Trogs is a great setup.
Trogs first, number 2 was Wolf, and number 3 was Bitch and Kitten.
I've heard amazing things about
Tattered
Bitch and
Flag
Kitten. I
has a
haven't
good-
gotten to get
yeah.
Tattered
chance to
Flag-
get there yet. But,
Tattered Flag has good food and good tap.
oh,
room.
I love Tattered Flag, but I've heard really good things about Bitch and Kitten. We haven't had a chance to get there yet.
Dude, even
It's just
Evergreen.
had like an odd plate because it's like on the Philly Jersey border.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Evergreen has a good tap room.
Yep.
And Mellow Mink's tap room it feels like you're in an upstate club, New York. It's beautiful in there.
Oh yeah, it is a gore. The woodworking and stuff is beautiful.
Yeah.
Divert slightly from breweries, but speaking of good eats, what did you have at Little Brown Barrel? the other
Oh
day?
my god, I had a burger this time, and the only reason I went with the burger is I wanted to eat something lighter because everything you order there, it comes out like you could feed 4 fucking people. The first my thing is if you want to go there and get a lot of food, that mac and cheese, the
Yep.
buffalo chicken ranch mac and cheese, you can't go wrong. But you can feed you and your anyone who else will eat that day. It is a lot.
Did either of you two eat there?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. I am obsessed with their French dip. Oh, it is so goddamn good. Their au jus is fantastic.
Rish got the mahi mahi.
Yeah, the lemon. That
I'm
was
not-
awesome.
I'm not a
almost
big
ordered
fish-
That.
I'm not a big fish person, but it was so good that the Trogs rep was like, he's like, I'm gonna go over here and eat, and he ordered what Rish brought out because it looks so
Yeah,
good.
it was like a lemon. Oh, it was fantastic.
The Little Brown Barrel food is top
Yeah.
notch.
I just got cheesesteak egg rolls and
which are also awesome. Yeah,
and the lobster bisque because
I
I
go along with the rocks,
Yeah.
lobster bisque.
Yeah, that's Rosa got the lobster bisque as an appetizer, and I got the corn chowder as one.
How
Yeah.
was that? I thought about that, but I didn't
That
get
was
it.
Good, and then we both got the chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that is really good. I had that when they
Yeah.
first put it on the menu. Yeah.
I miss the wings.
Oh, dude, their
Yeah.
wings are so fucking good.
Rosa was disappointed when I told her they don't have them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their supplier bowed out.
That sucks. He Mark, right?
Steve.
Steve, sorry, I don't know. Steve, he really takes pride in his bar. Like,
Yep.
He's not going to order it. He took it off the menu because he can't find something that replicates how good those wings were. Like, I respect that, dude.
Yeah, so that's the other thing for people being like chicken legs. Come on, like that. These were high end smoked ones.
Yep.
that were smoked before they came to him.
And
Yeah.
still crispy. Oh my, they were
Yeah.
so good. That like Thai chili sauce they had.
I'll tell you what. Between the Little Brown Barrel and the Washington Hotel,
Oh,
Minersville is turning into a sleeper town when it comes to craft beer.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
like Steve has the
that and,
best list.
and food too, even like
Yeah.
just
Steve has the best craft beer list in the county.
Yeah.
There's no one that beats him. That I can think of anyway.
Frackville, I mean, School County alone is getting good with craft beer. I mean, Tamaqua has 2 breweries. Pottsville has 3 now. Monty City, McNiff's is a good craft beer. It's not super crazy, but
That Sisters Canteen has a pretty decent selection.
yeah, Frackville, the Black
and-
Diamond, and Jimmy O's takes their craft beer pretty serious.
And brain fart. Oh geez.
I even think Nugget
no,
Nectar is
no.
on tap at the Red Zone right now in Monty City, which is pretty because Red Zone rarely did
the
craft beer. Now they are.
Hang Loose actually does a pretty good job. of keeping
I've always
a
seen that
decent-
place. I've always heard because they have like the new Belgian signs and stuff. I've never eaten there.
Where's that at?
It's Tamaqua.
Tamaqua.
It's right on the main drive.
It used to be someplace that I went fairly regular, and when all the Corona stuff changed my habits and affected everybody's.
Oh my
I
goodness.
I haven't been back in since the Corona started, but I used to go there regular, and I ate there regular.
Food's good stuff.
well.
Yeah, it always looked like good.
One of the people that lived a couple doors down the street from me was one of the people that worked there, so that was like even a, keeping it in the neighborhood kind of thing. And,
Yeah.
But I haven't been down there in over a year. I should really get back in the habit of going back in.
Yeah, it's one like it's just one of those like every time we go to Jim Thorpe, we drive by. I'm like that place looks cool, and then we just never go back.
All right. Bob, read off this description.
All right, so we have Pina. Again, from TreeHouse Brewing of Charlton,
What's
Massachusetts.
pina in Spanish?
Pineapple.
Yeah,
Pineapple.
like Pina Colada.
It's listed as an American IPA. It comes in at 6.8% for the ABV. It's been checked in 1.1 thousand times, where it maintains a 4.12 average. I have 4 friend check-ins where it averages a 4.13. I do have a highlight. It's not Dom, but it's from Mike S, and it reads canned pineapple and mango with a clean citrus rind, low bitter finish, medium bodied with a syrupy feel, smooth, juicy, and tasty riff on OG Julius. The official write-up, authentic ingredients, individual character, and integrated and delicious outcome. Pina is Julius conditioned to top the heavy dose of freeze-dried pineapple. The resulting beer carries waves of overripe pineapple notes encircled by prevalent but balanced citrus character. We taste pineapple, creamsicle, sweet pineapple cocktail, and citrusy hops atop a classic TreeHouse mouthfeel. Pina works well on its own, but also contributes mightily to novel cocktails. Enjoy a taste of the tropics in this delightful concoction. And the flavor profile is listed as pineapple, citrus, creamy, mouth coating, and subtle.
Yeah, this is a banger.
I don't know, it's just because we've had so many of the hazies and stuff right now, but I'm not really getting the pineapple, but it's a fantastic beer.
Yeah, the taste. I really like the taste of this.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I just burped and I was a pineapple.
Yeah, this is really good. This is fucking once again a tough episode, man. Now, no, if you're first time listening, the 3 show beers that we had that's in between, they are not in the running for beer of the night. But I will say there's not a bad beer there.
No.
I really like the Miller's Creek, but I think that the best one was the New England.
Yeah, the New England from
Airline.
Yeah, Airline Brewing in Maine.
Like it drank like a Pilsner, and it was really, really tasty.
Very good.
But I'll start off for beer of the night with TreeHouse. It's not easy to pick, and maybe it's because it was the last one I drank and we're so far in, but I really, really like this Pina. I'm torn between Perfect Storm and Pina, but I'm gonna go with Pina for my pick for beer of the night.
I gotta go with Perfect Storm. Like, if I could buy a case of any of these beers on the table right now, it'd be Perfect Storm. Like
all of them were so.
I mean, they're
fucking good.
all fantastic.
I'm with Andy. Perfect Storm.
But Perfect Storm is its name is it's right.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that, like I said, it has to be. I'm assuming it is a. And if there's anyone out there who's listening can tell me that lives in Massachusetts or anything or is very familiar with TreeHouse, I'm assuming it's a seasonal release or something because it's a printed can.
Yeah, Bill.
I'm gonna go with Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm will be your beer of the night from TreeHouse. Here it is. Here, cool logo.
But the thing is, like, there's not like the hype is real about TreeHouse. Like,
yeah,
their beers, like, I don't think I would score any of these under a 4.
that's actually several times when I've logged TreeHouse beers. I'm like, I don't know how they keep doing it.
I will say this:
everything's
Clasico
a
is
home run.
right there by a 4, and it's like a 3.8. But that's a good.
Yeah.
Clasico is so good too. Bob, we'll start with you. Number 2, second place.
I got to go with the Pina for number 2.
I'll back Bob up.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, there's no contender. No, Bill, we'll start with you for third place.
I'll go with that.
I agree.
I agree too. Clasico.
I got no problem going.
Like
with that.
the smooth creamsicle is really good, but that Clasico, that's another one too. I mean, any beer on this table, even the show beers, I would buy a case of. Like, they're all fantastic.
Yeah, all great beers. Very, very good beers.
But I mean, like I said, TreeHouse, the hype is real. If you ever get a chance to visit, it is a really cool place. If you're ready to only drink 2 beers, which is okay. I mean, crowd control and you don't get too fucked up. But
What if you put on a fake mustache and take another order?
I mean, I guess you can technically leave and come back. What are they going to do? Oh yeah.
Okay. Actually, there were 2 road trips with Rosa this week.
Lay it on us, Bob.
So, road trip with Rosa part 1. I had a friend ask about a beer trade, and they were looking for some stuff from Rusty Rail. The brewery, 3 distributors, and 2 restaurants were the only places listed as carrying it. We went to the brewery, and they only had one of the 2. The other one was all sold out. So it was my I've been to Rusty Rail before. It was another. We didn't eat there this time, but it was still a nice visit. We left there and we went to go to Jackass, but they don't open until
Oh no,
February,
yeah,
I
that was
believe,
one that was
so-
on my list of ones that stopped that I've been wanting to
So,
check out,
yeah.
but haven't had a chance to.
So we had to pass on that because they weren't open yet, and we ended up going up to Williamsport, and we went to Boom City. All the beer we had there was good. The staff was great with us. We ate there. We ended up having a pizza, which was pretty good too.
Nice.
We left there, and right around maybe 3 blocks away, it was close enough that we walked, was Bullfrog. Unfortunately, they were doing some renovations to the building, and they weren't open that day. But when they just talking to the people that were there, when they found out how far we traveled, they managed to hook us up with some beer anyways.
Dude, that's awesome.
So
That is cool.
I have a 4-pack of that, and it'll be one of the sidebars
Sweet.
on one of the upcoming TreeHouse episodes.
I
And,
really like Bullfrog. That's it's a really like they specialize in a lot of really weird sours. And
So
stuff.
when
and they've been around forever.
Yeah, they've been
they've been
So-
around
yeah,
a
they're
long
one of
time.
the
when the
OGs.
renovations are done and the buildings reopen again, that's definitely targeted for a return visit.
Nice.
So we can go in and again, great guys, appreciate that. And when we left there, it was getting pretty late. We went to New Trail. That's a cool building. It must have been some kind of old. It's down by the railroad yard. It must have been a warehouse or a factory back in the day. All brick and like exposed wooden beam interior. Cool place.
They're dog friendly too.
I didn't see people are probably bringing their dogs out on January nights, but
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I believe in the summertime when you do have the outdoor thing, they are a dog friendly
Um,
brewery.
but like I said, it was getting pretty late. We had one there, and then we went to the closest distributor that listed the other beer, and unfortunately, there was a W&S. If anyone's familiar with them, that was a really nice place too. The people in there were really they actually offered to call their distributor and see if they could get more in, which they did while we were there. Very helpful people. If you're in that neck of the woods, stop in. They had a great selection there, and then we called it a night from there. So the next day, I worked one day, and then I was off, and we had I'm getting myself mixed up now. So I had a dentist appointment on that day.
Oh yeah,
And when rather than come in late and get an attendance point, I just take a vacation day. So
Yeah.
that's how that day started. I started at the dentist, then turned into a beer trip.
yeah.
So went to work the next day, and then both of the restaurants listed that carried it were in Bloomsburg. So I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with that area or not,
Yep.
but so we went to
I haven't been up there in a while.
so we went to the Scoreboard Sports Bar first.
Is Shangy still a thing?
Shaggy's that's in Emmaus, but yeah.
We're talking Bloomsburg, man.
I thought that was a
There's a
Bloomsburg.
place
No.
downtown Bloomsburg. I can't remember the name of it. Had a really
Not
good.
Shangy's.
It's right on the main drag.
What is the
town
place? What is the place
that's,
in Bloomsburg that's a brewery?
Oh, there's
Marley's,
Marley's and
yeah,
Turkey Hill.
Marley's
Marley's and Turkey Hill.
Yeah, they're both still there.
Yeah.
Shangy's.
So,
There's one on the main drag that Rich and I went to. I can't remember the name of it. It was right on the main drag of Bloomsburg. It had a fantastic craft.
I love
That
the movie
might
theater.
be the next
AMC
place I'm
theaters
going
and
to talk about. But
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
so we went to the Scoreboard, and they actually had the other beer, but they only had it on draft. They didn't have it as cans, and they did not do crowlers, but they said they would fill growlers if you brought. But I'm talking about mailing it for a beer trade. So,
Yeah, right.
yeah. So
a
that's
tough
like
sell.
8 pounds to put in the
Yeah, right.
Not just that. It's
and it's glass.
Yeah, growlers just don't last. As
and you're
long
not
either.
you're not sure on how that grout, because if they don't fill it properly and they don't
Yeah, you don't
seal
get
it
that seal
properly,
right.
So we ate dinner there, and it was another. We've been there before. That's a great place to go if you're anywhere near there. Don't be afraid to check it out, but do your best to get there as soon as you can after the posting opening hours, because it is popular and it fills up quick.
Nice.
So when we left there, I called ahead. The other place in Bloomsburg is called the West End Ale House. That might be the one.
That might be the one you're talking
That's
about.
closer to the square and the courthouse.
Yes.
We ended up not going there because when we called ahead, they said that they had it on draft too, and they did not do crowlers, and they would not fill growlers.
Mhm.
So we called it a night, went back home, and yesterday was Saturday, so I called the first distributor I called out of the other two that listed as carrying it. They had 3 4-packs left. I asked them to hold one for me, which they did, which was really cool.
Nice.
And they were in Dillsburg.
Nice.
They're affiliated with the app. You can see them. They're a you don't get a badge, but they're like an official
untapped venue.
So yeah, they're all their whatever they have is listed. The Route 15 Beer Express. Shout out to them again. Thank you guys for holding that for me. So that was a 80-mile drive to
Dillsburg's a hike
to go
that's
down
almost
there.
To Gettysburg,
and
right?
that's very
right?
close to Gettysburg. Yeah, so we got down there, and I got a mixed 6-pack of some other stuff I hadn't had before, and the staff was really friendly and helpful. I gave out some Bangin Beers podcast stickers down there.
Nice.
And actually, while I was paying for it, he said, in between the time you called and you got here, someone bought one of the other 4-packs. There's only one left. You want that too? Yeah.
Okay, you're not gonna twist my arm.
Yeah.
So we'll get them in here too as a sidebar or something.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Again, it's a great place. They have a fantastic selection. I know if you're a core skook, it's kind of a distance, but it's worth the trip. And I didn't realize it when I looked it up, but it is literally like a stone's throw away from the Big Bottom Brewery where I had been before. So when we left there, we went to Big Bottom. I had 3 beers there. One of them is that the Dude Abides.
Yeah.
So
was that a White Russian theme beer?
It is
Mountain Dew.
It is a Berliner Weiss based on Mountain Dew syrup. So I got
huffed up a Mountain Dew.
I got a crowler of that before we left.
That sounds really goddamn interesting.
I already gave it to Tony to hold for a show beer.
Nice. That sounds really.
That'll be next week's show beer.
All right,
again, Bangin Beer stickers were passed out, and if there's anyone in a Pennsylvania brewery that is listening, the owners at Big Bottom, the last weekend of the month, the 27th, 28th, and 29th. They're looking to have a Pennsylvania breweries only tap takeover.
Oh, nice.
They do like a dozen of their. They must have 40 taps.
And they're out of Bloomsburg.
Dillsburg.
How far is that?
That's down by York.
Yeah, it's down toward Gettysburg area.
But
we'll tell them when they run it if they want coverage.
So
we know, guys.
Yep.
So again, he's looking to. He's about halfway there. Any Pennsylvania brewer, if you're interested in participating in that, they're looking for sixtels. He gave me his card, but I'm not going to give away all his contact information over
his social security number.
But I do plan on speaking to breweries and give. But I mean, if you're a legitimate brewer or employee,
we can share that on our socials.
Yeah,
but you guys know how to get a hold of another brewery, a Big Bottom brewery, Dillsburg.
Or message Conlon or whatever.
So
see if he wants to send something down.
But absolutely. I told him I would get in touch with. I knew several brewery owners up here, and I would see what I could do to get some stuff headed down his way.
I shouldn't get BlackRock and Pilger to send him something.
Yeah.
So we left there then, and we went to Fourscore in Gettysburg, and
always a good time.
That was our lunch of the day.
Dude, their buffalo sauce for their home battered chicken tenders I could drink that shit. Oh my god, it's so good.
Rosa had a burger, and I had a brisket sandwich.
Dude, their pulled pork's really good too.
And we did a flight there, so that was all good stuff too. And when we left there, we crossed the line and went to Maryland. We ended up going to I want to make sure I say this right.
It's a hell of a trip, Bob.
Well, he's not done yet.
Yeah, I know.
It gets better. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Like it's in general. That's a hell of a trip, dude.
I'd either be broke or dead.
So it's called Brewery Fire in Taneytown, Maryland.
Okay.
So again for keeping up on my map, that's Gettysburg and Taneytown. That was 2 new counties to color in.
Nice.
So the staff
Are you still doing? Oh no, was it Pennsylvania or was it the United States?
It's the United States. I didn't update my map yet.
No, the thing you got. Who got them on? No, someone got you for Secret Santa last year. They got you Was it Pennsylvania? Or was it whole?
Oh, that was Pennsylvania. Yeah.
So do you put like a bottle cap still in?
I'm gonna put it up on the wall in the bar. It's still in the attic. But,
okay.
I'm gonna get some other stuff in the bar, and then that'll be up.
Like when you're in that county, you can drop a beer
Yeah.
thing in that, like a beer tab or whatever.
So the people at the Brewery Fire were fantastic. Again, that was another place. Not only the staff, and I put a sticker up on the wall there, and several of the patrons also we spoke with, and I passed out a bunch of stickers there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I met a guy at Little Brown Barrel that home brews out of Pottsville. I think he said Pottsville, and he showed me his home bar. It's fucking gorgeous. And I was like, and he's like, I have like 9 different styles of beers I brewed in my basement. I'm like, if you ever want us to come and do an episode of your home brew, he's like, I don't really give my home brew out to people. It's beers I like. And I was like, well, if you ever want an episode, let us know. We'll come hang out.
That'd be a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, his basement is gorgeous.
But then there were another one. Then when I said, when we're back home and we do another episode, we'll give a shout out, and that whenever we mention a brewery or a restaurant or a bar or whatever, or if they have social media that we can find, we tag them on everything. And
that's why we gotta get you social media. So when you're there, you can just follow it.
So they gave me a 4-pack to
nice. That's awesome.
So it's in the fridge. I'm hoping that
maybe we'll push the ice episode back in episode. We'll do the first episode
the week after we finish the TreeHouse stuff. Yeah,
true.
Cool.
So I have a 4-pack from them.
That's awesome.
On the shelf to come up, and then I'm gonna make sure I go through the right order here. But when we left, we went to Wolf. That was about a half-hour drive from.
So how was that?
Taneytown to Wolf. The building is gorgeous. To be honest, it looks like a higher-end, upscale dining room. We did a flight there as well. All the beer was good. I had no complaints.
What'd you get style-wise?
I'm
asking to remember. He drank like 550
Yeah.
beers. That's why Bob's like, when Bob took seriously his Untapped thing, like, we project it, you'll drink this many beers. Like, oh yeah, fucker, I'll double
break that ship.
Yeah, I'll beat that in fucking one rose or a rose shirt.
I had a amber lager.
And the reason we call it road trip with Rosa because Rose is his designated driver. So just put that out there.
So a lager, a Pilsner, a cream ale. And I think the first year that they went to downtown Pottsville, Wolf won Brewfest that year. I think so too.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about
They're
Wolf.
fantastic.
I haven't had a chance to get there yet.
Veteran owned. They're a veteran owned brewery.
Cool.
I believe that right as they were building their building, wasn't there one of their head brewers who was a veteran, like not a veteran, but an active service guy, like went over and did a tour while they were building the new building.
I'm not sure.
I could be wrong about that. I think there was somebody that was active duty while they were still working there, but they're a veteran owned building or military owned building. So it's good for them. Like they do a great job.
We left there and we went to Mellow Mink.
Oh,
because I've been by there. So going to Evergreen.
Who was bartending?
I can't remember his name, but I actually included him in a picture.
Let me see. I wonder if it's. I'm having a brain fart in the name. Is it Travis? No, it's not Travis.
And again, they were all great to us down there.
No, that's not how I know.
Podcast stickers were passed out again to all the people working. And then we left there and we went to Evergreen.
That's a hell of a goddamn day, Bob. Jesus.
So I had I can't remember. I'd have to look. I can't remember if I had 2 or 3 at Evergreen, and then we called.
I would have had a purge somewhere between.
Yeah, we're like, I'm out, man. I gotta be fucking passed out.
I gotta get the poison out before I get to the next place. And you do a flight at each one.
Most of them, unless it's someplace I haven't been before, I usually do 2 or 3 full pours.
You're a fucking animal.
Bob, you're a goddamn monster.
Yep. So like I've been to Evergreen a couple times before, so that was I had a full pour of a Dunkelweizen, I had a full pour of an IPA.
Before I left him at Little Brown Barrel and started networking with the Trogs guy, he was like, "Let me go through their whole beer list and see which ones I haven't done and start working my way." How far did you get down to Little Brown Barrel's list?
I had 3 unique ones, and one of the wait staff came over and said the third one I had was a cider, and she was like, "How do you like that?" And I said, "Oh, this is fantastic." It turns out she says that was her favorite drink.
Yeah.
So she got me another one on
Nice.
Nice.
So,
I don't remember her name, but the lady that was tending bar was very, very nice. And,
Yeah,
and
she is.
and she knows her beer. Like you could tell she
So-
knows what she's drinking.
So I had 4 pints the entire time I was there, but the last 2 were the same.
I owe one of you for my double nugget, by the way. I just forgot.
What's that?
I owe one of you, I think, for my double nugget.
Really?
My first one. Because I asked you to
Oh,
grab it.
me. Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
I
worry
got
about it. It's fine. It's fucking, dude. I drank like 5 of them that night. I had like 5 doubles.
I had
What was
one,
that? They
and
were
I'm like,
they were serving them up in rocks glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a
Yeah.
little, well, they're running out, so they
They were shortening the pours so people can get it. But I usually, when I go there, I always get a Chetty on tap because it's not very often you can find Chetty on tap. I didn't do it that night, unfortunately.
I had the
I didn't
double-
either.
they had Sunshine Pills on tap. I had that. I had a lager from Springhouse, was very good.
The KB.
And then we had the espresso KBS from Founders.
Mhm.
Was fantastic.
That's such a good place, man.
Yeah.
Little Brown Barrel. It's like
I never had the espresso KBS, and it was
if you want to come hang out with us live
Dangerous.
on location, we will be back. It won't be filmed live, but we're gonna film a podcast and put it out later. But we will be at the Little Brown Barrel on the 22nd.
Yep.
And so if you
We'll
want to
be
come
back
hang out
there.
with us, it'll be around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll be there on a Saturday.
Yep.
And we're going to be recording an episode at the Little Brown Barrel. So that's an exclusive for
And
people who
Steve's
are
gonna
listening
pick out
now.
some features for us. So
So
Yeah.
what today is January 10th.
Yeah.
So just from those 2 road trips, it's January 10th. I go back to my stats bar here. In the last week, I had 55 check-ins.
Holy shit, dude.
with 42 of those being new beers.
Oh man, dude, you're a monster, Bob.
This is why he's on our team.
Yeah, dude.
We fucking recruit. Listen, you want to build a roster. You gotta recruit. You gotta
The
recruit
fucking
the
blue
best.
chip.
Yeah. Is that it for the road trip?
Yeah. Again, there was a great time. We did not have a bad experience anywhere. I would gladly return to any of those locations and visit again.
Nice. Perfect, man.
Oh, and actually, I want to go back to the brewery fire. And everybody, if you want to grab your phone for a minute, I want you to Google brewery fire mural.
Brewery fire mural. Mural.
MURAL.
I'm a dummy right now.
So they have an outdoor seating area, which unfortunately was they didn't get all the furniture out of it, and everything was covered in like 6 inches of snow, and a part of the parking lot was plowed into there. But
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
and every time you look, there is something else from the movie
Dude,
in there
fucking-
that
so
you
there
didn't
is
catch.
Ripley and an alien, and we
Oh,
got
what's his name?
Indiana Jones.
The guy who plays Leprechaun.
Yep.
we have the
Oh,
lion from. Is that
yeah,
Willow?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
That's Willow.
And if you look around
April
somewhere in there,
O'Neil is
there's
Willow
a
O'Neil.
April O'Neil's tending bar.
Yeah,
Yoda
Is that
talking
a
to Gandalf.
Mo- is that a Mog
the cat. What's his?
from Thundercats?
Yeah.
Thundercats.
And then there's a Mog from Final Fantasy next to Link.
Yep.
Yoda.
There's a
Yoda's talking
Terminator.
to Gandalf.
There's a Twi'lek stripper in the top.
Andre the
Yep.
Giant from The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Gandalf, Fezzik. Yeah, dude. This is the holy shit. That's ridiculous.
I didn't even look.
Terminator.
I didn't
Yeah.
even look at the top there. The
Yeah.
people in the blue.
There's someone playing
Yeah,
guitar.
they-
I can't tell who that is.
There's an alien up top.
There's a tweet-
I'm sorry. A xenomorph.
I
up
like
top.
the Twi'lek.
Oh, Metroid. Metroid's in there.
Looks like an Ewok who's talking to Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, yep, definitely. Yeah, there's an Ewok and Boba Fett.
There's someone
a
playing
Twi'lek,
guitar.
Someone
I
playing
just-
guitar. I'm assuming it's probably gonna be Eddie Van Halen or something.
It's either that or like fucking.
Or maybe a member of the Wild Stallions.
No, yeah, they can't actually play guitar though.
Well, they can hold them.
Yeah,
It's a picture.
Fezzik and Inigo Montoya.
That's really. Where's that at?
I can't.
Brewery
This is their
Inigo
brewery.
Montoya.
Oh,
Sarah,
yeah,
Sarah Connor and a Terminator.
That's super
Yeah,
cool.
so like in the summer, this is all
I don't
for
know who these two black
picnic
and white
tables
people
and stuff, and this is like their outdoor beer garden.
that's really
Oh,
nice.
that's awesome.
That's cool. In the
That's
chat,
sick.
we're getting here to the end here, but in the chat right now,
For the people that didn't have the ability to Google.
Oh, yeah.
that,
so that's a little mural they put out.
Yeah, you know what? Fucking we'll screenshot that. And
Yeah,
put that shit
screenshot.
Up on the.
We'll put it on Instagram.
You know, I'll put it up on Instagram.
But last beer says cheers all. So cheers. We're out of beer here. We're close to the end. We're just wrapping up. We just did a TreeHouse episode, part 1 of 3. We have 3 weeks of TreeHouse coming up. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you watched on Facebook, please head over and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're trying to hit our goal. We'd love to hit 1K by the end of this year. But if we can beat that even sooner, that'd be fantastic. We went from like 11 to 25 in one live stream. So if you're on YouTube and you can help us out, that'd be fantastic. But cheers to last beer.
Yeah, dude. And 2022 was a lot of really cool stuff we're working on. So there's a lot of extra content and stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. If you want to collab, we're always down for a Sunday. If you guys want to come in and join the live stream,
we can bring some visitors on and talk about beers. We'd love to chat with somebody.
Yeah. Bob, while we have you here, what do you got to plug? What's your shirt today?
Today's shirt is the Chesapeake Brewery. It's another one from one of our excursions down to Maryland. This was from the day we went to Guinness.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
This is another great brewery. Again, I would gladly go back there any day. If you're down that way on the outskirts of Baltimore, it's worth your time. Check it out.
Repping that Maryland Blue Crab.
Bob, what do you got? Bill, what do you got?
Nothing really. But if you want, I'll just quick run through the last couple. Of the voted for the PA. So best social media is Trogs.
Yeah, they do great.
That's
because they like us.
Number 2, Broken Goblet. Number 3, Levante. The best beer series is the
New Trail collaboration
Scratch series off of Trogs.
Oh wow,
which is great. I
was
always
voted. And then number 2 is the Sorbetto series by Evergreen. And then 3 is it's Cobbler in Time by Second Sin.
It's Cobbler in Time.
The best music venue goes to Broken Goblet.
Okay. Dude, my shirt I'm wearing today, Unearth, they have a collaboration with Unearth. It's a stout, and I want it so bad. I don't know if they'll put it out again, but
they do have a quick write up.
Where's Broken Goblet at?
They're down near Philly. Yeah. They have a quick write up. This really shouldn't come as a surprise. Why? Because we aren't quite sure how many businesses can boast that they have the former touring stage of David Bowie. So that's what their stage is at the brewery. Awesome. Is a touring stage of David Bowie's that they had bought.
We gotta make a Philly trip.
Yeah, dude.
Number 2 for that one is Shy Bear. Number 3 is Levante Stables.
If it's not a brewery, but the Humboldt Tap House is a great place to go see live music.
Their new place is so cool.
If you're a band, hit them up because they have an indoor and outdoor stage. It's so good.
The best new brewery is Von C Brewing.
Okay.
They're also, I think, Philly. Second place, Necromancer. Number 3, Wolf. And the best overall brewery in PA,
Trogs. Yeah, all day long.
Trogs, number 1. Number 2, Shy Bear. Number 3, Warwick Farm.
Good for Warwick. That's a good bump up. Last beer says I had a 13% stout. The morning collab between Humble Forger and Hours Aged Ales.
That sounds fantastic.
Where exactly are you from, Last beer? Like what location, state, or anything like that? Learn a little bit about you here. I actually went on and followed a whole bunch of beer podcasts with the page on YouTube to try to find more people to collaborate with and hang out with. But anything else you want to plug? You're wearing a nice little Trogs hoodie.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, Andy.
I got nothing. Working on some things I can't talk about exactly yet because they're just got to come to fruition.
Top secret porn.
It's not even top secret. It's just I don't want to announce it and then it doesn't happen. So
you're making an OnlyFans with your wife.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
We're too fucking lazy.
It required setting up the camera and editing.
Yeah, we got just a lot of work to do on that shit. So. But I'm good right now. Just go support local breweries, local distributors, local bars. Get out there, especially now. COVID's upticking apparently, and it sucks. Like who knows what's going to happen? So make sure you get out there and support those everyone local.
Listen, I don't want to believe what you want to believe, take in what you want to take, but just lost I don't want to say a close friend, but somebody I got a chance to work with on a coaching level just recently passed away to COVID, and it sucks, man. So protect yourself. If you don't buy it or you don't think it's a real thing and you don't want to get vaccinated, but be careful. Wear your mask, or if you're someone who's a compromised, it's tough. It's a 50-50. It's a dice roll. It just sucks. I don't want to see people lose their lives and not be around their kids anymore. Just protect yourselves out there. Just be cautious, be mindful. If you're not feeling well, if you have a little bit of a scratchy throat, just stay home. Don't even risk it. And even saying that is tough, because like I probably got COVID on a Sunday and didn't know I had it and didn't have symptoms until a Friday. So it's a tough thing to really gauge, but we got to find a way to protect ourselves. The cases are super high. Vaccinated, unvaccinated, whatever. People are losing their lives, and even if you're drawing a line in the sand, you don't want people to lose their lives or get sick or get hurt or anything. So do the right thing and just be mindful. Whatever it is that is, if it's vaccination, unvaccinations, masks, not masks, just be mindful of other people. It just sucks to lose someone that at all when you shouldn't have, because they're young. It's tough. I live in the Philly area. Well, there you go. We just said
nice.
we need to make a Philly trip, so we have to come down and hang out with you, man.
That'd be awesome.
There's a lot of Philly breweries we want to hang out with. I beer review, one beer review on my channel so far. Well, there you go. If you're watching YouTube,
go check out Lost Beer.
Go follow Last Beer and
Sorry,
go give them a follow.
Is terrible.
Last Beer. If you actually go to our link tree in the bottom, it'll take you to our Facebook fan page / community page. Share your content there, man. Come and hang out with us.
Come hang out with us
and share your content. Share your beer reviews and come join us.
Have you on the show?
Yeah, man. We'd love to have you. Or if there's more than one of you, I'm not sure what the situation there. Today I'm wearing my my Left Hand Brewing from Colorado. They treated us like we were kings when we were there. They were super, super nice to us. They're out of Colorado. A fantastic brewery. Go support them. They're really good people. But also, if you're here, the IWEP Network, check out iwepnetwork.com. Search the rest of our podcasts that we have. This Tuesday, we rotate every Tuesday between a pop culture show and a paranormal ghost show. This Tuesday on Truth Behind Illusion, we're going to be talking ghost stories. On Thursday nights, we do our professional wrestling show. We're going to be talking... I actually forget what we're talking about on that episode. Beers happen.
There you go, Tony.
And then every Sunday we do Bangin' Beers here. I think our new time is going to fall into a 2:00 time slot. We started a little late today because we had a network meeting before the show started, and it's a little icy here, so we gave people a little more time to get here on time. We don't have a set time, but it is 2-ish, we'll just say. But if you want to hang out with us every Sunday, we are drinking beers. I think for the next 3 episodes, we're pretty much locked in for the rest of this month with TreeHouse. So this is part 1 of the TreeHouse episode. So we're going to have 2 more back-to-back for you with some cool show beers afterwards. If you could support the Patreon, that'd be great. Subscribe to our Patreon. If you subscribe at all, between now and the end of the month, you have a chance to win this customized Bangin' Beers Yeti
16-ounce
can koozie
with weed hider.
And it has a weed hider in it. You can put your weed in it. It has what I mean?
Or your stickers.
We will fill this up with stickers before now.
Or water.
Yeah. Yeah, our water. Before the end of the year.
Yeah, just a bunch of snakes.
Yeah. Before the end of the year, we will try to put every sticker from the podcast inside this. So if you win this, you get some stickers too. And we'll throw maybe some brewery stickers. I have some laying around. We'll throw some brewery stickers in there. But that's for anyone who subscribes to the Patreon. You win that. If you subscribe for $10 or more, you're in the runnings every single month to win a free T-shirt from any show from our network. Any of our 5 shows that you can that are on there, you can win a T-shirt. As well as check out the rest of the shows on there. We have audio and video. We have a lot of cool things. If you're on YouTube, scroll down to the very bottom. You'll see the rest of our shows on there. Hit subscribe. Help us out. Our goal is 1,000 by the end of the year, so we can do cool things. But that'll do it for the IWEP Network and Bangin' Beers podcast. Actually, someone typed this in. Philly Crooker 87 on Instagram. If you can follow it on our Bangin' Beers page, that'd be great. But Bangin' Beers podcast, we're out of here. We'll see you next Sunday for TreeHouse Part 2.
Peace.
We're gonna play the intro on the way out because we play the outro on the way in.
I consider ways to make her pay.